Welcome to season 4, episode 3 of Oh My Word. I am your host, Enrico Suave. Tonight I'm going to be having my co-host, Rae, with me. Of course, tonight, as you know, is 3v3. Basically, what we're going to be doing tonight is something different for you. We're going to be having what we called a team battle. So in the past, you would have seen Rae versus myself. We would have had different guests, different artists come on and go up against someone else. But tonight, we're going to be having Team Enrico. We're going to be having Team Rae. We're going to have 3 of our own choices on each side, going head to head against each other. And basically what that would do is create an atmosphere unlike any other that you've seen in the history of 3v3 here on the show. So we're going to have Rae come on very, very shortly. Alright, and I'm just going to let you know who's on my team. This is the team that's going to win, that's going to take things to the next level. Here tonight we have Theo the poet, we have Shawna, and we have the pretty provocative poet. And on Rae's side, unfortunately, these are the ones that will come second runner-up. Well, first runner-up, that is. We're going to have Irijah, StonedwithCupid, and we're going to have MD Geist. Right? They're all legends to the game, legends to the poetic world, of course. However, there's going to be one winner. And that winner is going to be Enrico Suave's team tonight here on Oh My Word. Alright? Just going to see if I can get my colleague to come on. Alright? I see that we have the Young Gifted, who has been doing a fantastic job along with Right Minister, hosting the show not only on Thursdays at times, but also on Saturday. Well, not only on Wednesdays at times, but on Saturday nights as well. Big ups to everyone that's here at this time. Let's see if we have my co-host here in the section for me. Not as yet. Well, we still have time. Just letting you know that up until 8:35, because we started a little late, my apologies, up until 8:35 we will be having open mic. So if you have anything to share, any poems, anything that you want to speak on, you can just say that you want to come on, put on your request, and we will honor your request. Okay, you have until 8:35 before we start the show for you. All right, I see a lot of new faces that I personally wouldn't have seen since I've been in my little hiatus. Alright, I see Jason Dulac, I see Spoken_T1, I see Liana, I see Tycoon. Shout out to all of you. I'm eager to see what you guys have, because you know it's not just about myself, it's not just about Rae, it's not just about Right Minister, not just about Marlo or Irijah, but it's about the talent that we have across the local scene, regionally and internationally. Alright, so tell you what we're gonna do. I feel like if I'm going to do something different, I see we have Jason Dulac. Oh, come on as well. Let's see if you have him coming up here. What's up? How are you doing, man?
Good, how are you?
I'm pretty good. I see that we almost have the same colors here going on, so I believe that we're going to provide the same amount of heat here tonight. What are you thinking?
Yeah.
Yeah?
So a lot of good poets in the room. So
yeah, it definitely is. Definitely is.
Yeah. So this one I'm giving you, it's still a little raw. I've only spoke this once, and I wrote it at like 3:30 today. So, but it's definitely one I need to get out. So
Understood.
yeah, this one's called. It's titled "The One I Never Saw." Here we go. It's never easy to lose someone to death. And I've done my fair share of grieving improper at that. But the one death I've never gotten over, and never even tried to grieve from, is the person I never met. Yet I was with them every moment until they stepped in front of the train. To this day, the sounds of trains still scare the crap out of me. You see, it was one time in my life where I knew what it meant to feel powerless. To know someone just left the world while I was sitting in a chair with a headset on. And the last thing they said to me that never left my mind, He said, I have no one close to me to say this to, but I still want to say it. Goodbye. Because no one should have to leave without saying goodbye, right? As I heard the screeching of the train as his body made impact with the metal, it didn't really hit me until after the debrief that he left with a question and still managed to say goodbye. See, you aren't always going to come out with a happy ending when volunteering at a suicide hotline. And I knew that going in. And it's not the first time I couldn't save someone, but it was the first time I felt useless. You see, the line the call came in on was the warm line, which could mean anything from someone is having a bad day and just wants to vent, or there's always the possibility they called the line because they were suicidal, yet they didn't want to come straight out and say it. And there's times I thought back and said to myself, if only I could have recognized the signs, clued into the severity of the situation before it was too far gone, but the fact of the matter is, it was too far gone the moment I picked up the phone, but I didn't clue in. I had to learn that sometimes people just don't want help. No, sometimes they just want one last conversation before they walk away, and as hard as it was for me that day, it must have been even harder on the trainee I was training, as she could only sit there and listen to the conversation as she was on mute. I often wonder if someone else answered the phone that day, would the outcome have become different? It was my last day on the job, because how'd you go back to a job when it feels like no matter what you do, losing someone is always a possibility?
Bro, and like exactly as the comments were saying, it touched me, bro. I felt if I was living through your eyes and your experience in that piece. So tell me about it. What made you decide to write such a piece? I know it had to be a very personal one for you.
Yeah. So with that one, I haven't wanted to write that one for a while, because that whole experience happened back in 2018, and it's because I was volunteering for 2 years at the suicide hotline, and that was the last day of that I worked there, and it's like that day's been haunting me for a long time. I just haven't dealt with it, and recently I've been seeing some things in the paper about in Toronto, some people jumping in front of subways and stuff, and it just sort of triggered the memories of that day, and it's like I knew I needed to finally pen it down. So
yeah, no, and we thank you for doing that, for putting pen to paper and creating a vision for others to see again through your eyes, through your work. So thank you very, very much for sharing. Continue to stay on, continue to enjoy the vibes and enjoy the night. Guys, if you haven't done it as yet, you can click on the top left-hand corner. Follow Mr. Jason Dulac. I will definitely be doing it on my personal page once I am finished here tonight. But we do appreciate it, bro. Anytime. We appreciate it. Also, can you let us know where you're from? Oh, he has left already. Okay, well, Jason Dulac, if you can, just put in the comments exactly where you're from. And again, thank you for coming onto the stage and sharing your work with us. It was very thought-provoking. If there's anyone else that wants to come on and share their work before the 6 amazing artists that we have coming off at 3v3 come on tonight, you can do that. I still haven't seen Mr. Rae as yet. And I'm going to let you guys know no. If it is that I'm not seeing Rae, okay. I see him here in the... I have to invite Rae onto the stage because he seems to be rather scared. Okay, I thought it was a case where you were backing out already for the battle tonight. I thought that was what it was.
Nah, we don't back down ever. Of course.
I mean, I was gone for a while. I was on a little hiatus, but it doesn't mean I have to get scared. All right.
I'm gonna make it that easy for you, man. You want to
Yes, true. We also have Mr. Rae Minister.
Hey, just wanted to show the fellas early, Early and Jacqueline. Good to see y'all back. It's been a while. It's been how long? It was like 2 months since I see you in the host musician. Enrico?
Yeah. I've missed you guys. I've missed you guys.
Yeah.
I miss
Yeah,
you
we
guys.
miss you too.
Of course, you know how to stay to my usual customary. Your voice, of course. I didn't put it in my special
should have
cup
bring a
today.
drink though. They should have bring a drink. Cause here
Yeah.
celebration more. They can be chat. Just observing and enjoying. Yeah, you spoke to people a bit about how it can run down tonight in terms of how we changed up the 3v3.
Yeah. Well, I would have mentioned the fact that tonight is going to be different.
Right.
But again, for those of you that are not joining us, I will again say for you guys. Normally, as you would have seen Rae go up against myself at the very beginning, and you also would have seen that at the very end of last season's Oh My Word. This time is going to be a bit different though, because this time I will have my team. Rae, my brilliant co-host, will have his team, and we have put together 3 artists per team to wow you guys tonight. I'm talking Theo the Poet. I'm talking Irijah. I'm talking StonedwithCupid. I'm talking Shawna. And I'm talking ND Geist, and I'm talking the pretty provocative poet. I mean, that is a headline that I'm pretty sure could go on any stage across the world and just win hearts, steal the show. Right?
Destroy him. It will happen for sure.
It will happen. So I'm just gonna be here, just enjoying the vibes. I know Ray's gonna be doing the same. I'm really just gonna let the artists do their thing and mark it up tonight.
This has been a time coming because like we had the idea team battle for such a long time, like almost half a year. We was thinking about this here, but yeah. So it's good to see us come, and I'm glad that y'all here to host it. Always good to see Rae. Always good to see Rae. I think Janine said she wants to share something, so I don't know if you gotta pull her in from the audience, Enrico. She said she wants to share something, and it's always a pleasure to have her. Yeah.
This is actually there are multiple Janines. Janine.
Sorry, my apologies, Janine.
I'm just loving this name already. Janine White Rights. That's.
But you know the body. You know who the body is already.
I know, but I just say it. I'm forever in love with the name. I'm forever in love with the name. Hi, good night. How are we doing? How are you doing?
I am good. Just here. Still in front of my computer from work. But I thought it pop up and I think I need to have a moment and just checking with you guys. It's been a while, so I trust everybody's doing well. And I took this opportunity to just share a piece quickly before we get into this session tonight that looks like it's going to be so good. Right, Minister, definitely we need an entrance fee because this lineup looks excellent. I don't know. I heard Enrico boasting about which team is going to win, but I don't know. We'll stay tuned and see what's going on. But I just wanted to share a piece that I wrote very recently with you guys. So Jason from Toronto, he encouraged me to share this piece. You know, we kind of keep pieces started once they aren't to, our total satisfaction, but it's a piece that I wrote, and I'm just going to share it. It's called How Long Shall They Kill Our Prophets? How long shall they kill our prophets? Snuffed out on purpose. Because their sole purpose is extinction of you. Of you. Of you. Not of me. Not of little black girls and boys, or of hardened men, or supple and fertile women. Mere property. Chattel. Cattle. They will kill the prophets. They will try to demolish, to destroy, and to render into a state of decay the ideas which you bore and birthed under moonless nights in these fields and hills, to make them and you and me beyond recall. So the prophets recite, rehearse, and resurrect as they must, in smoke, not in incense, in drums, not in trumpets, in whispers, not in fanfare, but say it, Ashe. The story of rebellion and thoughts and ideas of unrest were to be wrestled and suffocated so that you can't breathe. Don't let them kill the prophets. Prophets that spoke and sang of how they burnt and decapitated and castrated mere thoughts that whistled through soft blades of cane, but loudly embraced the rambunctious chink, chink, chink of coppers and pence. Will penance ever be paid? In whole, in part, in semicolon, without stop? So let the prophets write and sing and tell tales that rose from ash like dust from prayers after it had dried from blood-soaked floorboards and drenched the hulls of the ships that docked and anchored and fastened us to this shore. So don't let them be the prophets. You are one of them. So yeah, that is a piece I wrote very recently. Yeah.
You're too bad. You're too bad. You're too bad. I love
Thank you.
That's the.
I don't say that often. I interact with.
To be honest, no, saying that I think that's the essence of Black History Month right there. That piece,
right there.
beautiful.
Thank you. Thank you, guys. Yeah, it's been a while. I need to really start performing, and I just here still at the grind, still doing my work. But I said, let me come on and bless the space and share a piece. So thank you for having me as well.
And a true blessing it was, really and truly.
Indeed.
That's the honest to God truth. We appreciate you for your words, for your wisdom in this point, just for being who you are. So just to grind, continue to put your best foot forward, and we will see you say when we do get a chance to meet you.
Okay, guys. Thanks so much.
You're most welcome.
All right, bye-bye.
All right.
Hey.
All right, no. The third time is a charm. So, yeah, the third time, right? I'm going to be saying this. We have tonight, unlike any other night, something we have been talking about for months, for half the year last year, and for a few times this year as well. We're going to have a team battle. Where it's going to be team Enrico versus team Rae. Now, this headline, I'm going to speak about my guys. I know my team is ready. All right, I have Theo, I have Shawna, who personally wants to go against someone. I'm not going to mention his or her name, but she personally wants to go against someone. And then I have the pretty provocative poet. So I put that flair as well. You see me? Now, Rae, I'm going to let you speak about your side. So go right ahead. I'm not going to speak for your side. I'm going to let you speak for your side.
And if you can see Rae, but seeing some like white circle gloominess here, right? Because it's gonna come on, do the flip the coin, and then SO and watch what's going on, right?
Yeah, it does, because the heat is too much for him, to be honest.
I ain't want to go and say that that's the case.
I see 7.7.
Let me not be. Yeah, 747 jump in on T Rae. I can't hate people for the choices. I'm not gonna besmirch the name of Rae. I say that he being a coward. I'm not gonna be it like that, because he don't strike me as that guy. He may call him a general Rae. Don't see a general being a cowardly person. But I understand what you're saying and where you're coming from. We should get drinks for the whole team. I just here as a placeholder for now. I was waiting for both of them to come on so we can figure out how we can start this here. Because I can see the people in the chat. I get excited because everybody that on the card phenomenal in their own right. The newest person to the whole 3v3 stage would be Shawna, somebody that I also had in mind to bring in before, but she here now, and I expect that it can be sparks flying. Like there may be potential of a rematch of sorts in round one, if I remember correctly. But we will leave that for other people to speculate. Tell the people a little bit about how we, the voting and how we would decided to change that dial a bit, though, Enrico.
Right. Well, if I'm not mistaken, it's going to be basically the same. I'm sure Rae could correct me if I'm wrong. But what we're going to do, as it relates to the toss, the coin flip, right? When we do flip, whoever wins will decide who goes first. And then from there, we'll just rotate. As relates to voting, you're going to vote once any of the three of us say that voting has now started. We're going to do that. Once it has ended for that particular round. we are going to have, also again, Ray, correct me if I'm wrong, we're going to have Team Enrico Theo versus Irijah first, correct?
Yep.
Right. So you're gonna vote Team Dio versus Team Irijah or Team Irie, whichever way you want to put it, and then
actually, it's really people voting for one. You know, one's the captains, it's one of the teams. It's one of the teams, you know.
I was about to say
it's one of the teams. I didn't know about that. We were still voting. Because you know we were still kind of iffy about if you have voting or not.
So we were saying that they will have the debate in the chat or whatever, but the official like voting will be done in a subsequent post. It won't be done tonight.
We would let the fans decide who in their minds who just how we would do it in kind of like verses. We don't necessarily have to, you know, we ain't gonna record it, but yeah, we can do the coin toss and all that. Yeah, we can do the coin toss. Sure. People, let me know who wanna feel in the chat, who wanna feel, you know, win a round or who wanna feel win it all at the end. But it's Team Enrico and Team Rae. You know, so we don't want to get too complicated.
All right. To be fair,
Enrico wants to start a whole like World War III. You know, so but it's team. We got people represent. That's why he's a captain.
You know, they've got Captain America. They got the whole Iron Man, Thor, and everybody just doing their own thing and just making sure they save the world. This is my team. This is what we do. Okay. Understand?
So we can fit this coin here, no? We're more here again. We can fit this coin, so we can be civil about it. Who picking decided the coin, man?
Well, I go ahead.
So surprising. We could have this discussion from Saturday, but it's different. So he ain't choose head. I was gonna say let him choose because he would have been the newer person of the two that came to the show. All right, so we got him as head. So I do the first flip. Let me do this here. First flip we got head. So it's it's 3 best of 5 we doing. Gonna work for my body leading to love. Two heads to 0 tails, you know, like that's three for Rae. So Rae, what can happen? You can go first or what?
Now I'm gonna let Enrico go first.
She's on break. I get left in here because sparks flaring, and I ain't really about no.
Yeah, that might go first.
He was going first.
Listen, right? This is a cricket reference for everyone here, right? You know when you lose a toss and you still get the choice that you wanted?
You're welcome, sir. You're welcome. You're welcome.
You're welcome to everybody in chat, everybody watching this after I get off here for now and let these guys do what they gotta do. I'm looking forward to that exceptional battle. It's gonna be great. All the love. If you love what we're doing on the show, guys, support us over at paypal.me/allmyword. It's epic. We working hard. And I'm looking to see what can happen here. May the best team win.
Yes, sir.
Indeed. Okay, let me just make sure to send this here very quickly. What am I doing here now? Right, do that. All right, good. So that is covered. All right, now. So I am going to invite our first 2 artists onto the stage. This is going to be Theo the Poet, and this is going to be Irijah. All right. So as I am thinking, I'm going to invite Theo first, then Irijah.
Bit of a bias. Ladies first, man. Come on. There you go.
Is that Irijah? Peace. You see what come up first, though? Black came up first, like the Dark Knight. I love that. There we go. We outside.
Okay, hear me?
Yeah, we got you.
Yeah,
we got you.
All right, fair enough.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are on. This is season 4, episode 3 of Oh My Word. 3v3 edition, a special 3v3 edition. Team Enrico versus Team Rae. And up first, we have Irijah the Dawn, who has a circle of death going on her screen right now. Hopefully she wins that battle. Versus Theo the Poet. We've seen this matchup before.
We did.
Call it the second coming, like a round 2. And without further ado, yeah, that was a little deep. We will let that where it is. Let's go straight into the introductions.
Indeed.
And first up is Irijah the Dawn.
The circle of death still going on?
No, we got you.
Covered.
All right, here we go. Irijah Alkins, also known by her stage name, Irijah the Dawn, has an enthusiasm for words. A self-penned, outspoken word artist, she began her poetic voyage in late 2015 when she started writing short, personal poems. From there, she went on to write her first spoken word piece in 2017 for the National Independence Festival for Creative Arts, otherwise known as NIFCA, winning awards in both the literary art section as well as theater. Irijah is now the author of the book Raw Soul, which is a collection of poems showcasing her personality and feelings as she grew from a teenager into a woman. Music and the arts are 2 passions of hers, and by utilizing these, she plans to change the world positively with words. Ladies and gentlemen, Irijah the Dawn.
Irijah the Dawn. I realize you brought some new audience into the space, Irijah. So big ups to everyone that's here for Irijah. Special shout out to DQ Love X. Without further ado, I will introduce my guy, your guy, everyone's guy, Theo the Poet. No,
Sure.
Poet is a storyteller because he has stories to tell. A reporter reporting crimes in progress. A poet using his words to protest. I don't think y'all hear that one properly. He is a storyteller because he has stories to tell. A reporter reporting crimes in progress. A poet using his words to protest. Rebellion is in his lineage. Spiritual child of Nanny Greg and Bussa, nephew to Mandela. In a past life, he and Rosa Parks were neighbors. His third eye once belonged to Horace, and every single line he performs, he wrote it. Put your hands together for Theo the Poet. It's done the introduction, right? It's done.
Hard.
Listen,
Hard.
before we continue, man, I gonna get that rude boy, but he's a nice guy though. But I gonna get a rude boy. Man, man, this is too much.
Let's pass one for me too. You gotta pass it through the screen though. Listen.
Wait.
Theo.
You want one?
Yeah.
Cover my. I got you covered everything.
Respect, my guy. Listen.
No.
For a person that is always heckling me about my introduction, you the I want hard. I want hard.
No. Theo, we would have lost the battle, right? In terms of talks. We could be in the war here tonight. So you're up to go.
Yeah, first. I always first. I guess I had a feeling that I was gonna be first to go on the show and then the first to go in the battle. I guess I had a feeling I was first.
Just so you know that just so that you know that you come in a hoodie, so you in villain mode. So by default you're a villain. Nice guys finish last, so you got to go first as a villain.
That's fair. There you go. That's fair. I ain't not in villain mode, but this formula. All right, ain't talking.
Let it speak for you. We listening. Hey, all ears.
Ain't talking.
Yeah, I lost one.
This poetry piece is called Fighting Words.
All right, hold on a minute.
It's called Fighting Words. It was written today. Let's go. You guys ready?
Yeah.
All right, get that slow. Here we go again. As to compete in the race that you require a large following to win. You see, this formula is sickening. How poets swallow their truth to please public opinion. They will say or do anything just to get you to hit that follow button. No matter how many bars they bring, those cells will always be hollow. See, we DNA ain't the same. I mean, we ain't come from the same makeup. They will do or say anything just to get you to blush. Use their promotions to apply foundation, to heighten the anticipation until it comes time to apply the face primer or the prime time face. And then hit their personality with the concealer. Perform for 5 minutes, but nobody ain't feel you. And then when it comes time to take it off, we will see how this mask scar you. And that's what makes all six of these poets unique. And I can say that with all the certainty. You see, everyone here puts their soul in their poetry. And that being said, it's still none of them that can hold a candle to me. I'm a healthy soul, a prince of poverty, a convincer of the congregation, making contracts with the concrete to face the consequences of the convict that raised me. Yes, I was raised with a convict to deliver the message. I am the context. So whether or not I succeed is never part of my ability. My potential is mental, enough to drive you crazy. Another performance, another ovation, another competition, another trophy. And even if they never seen, you can bet you asked they heard of me. Not a single post of my content, but I still talk fluent Barbadian poetry. And that's only after Cindy, Cupid, and Lucy. You got something to say against that? Let's get a live pro. You grab a mic, I grab a mic. Let's have a mic fight. Let's see who's mic tight, son. Bars that will bite your ear off. I mic tight. Some. Listen to the crowd reaction. Shower me with praises. Shit, I can't breathe. I'm drowning in the pit of me. And all this time, in their mind, I slowly creeping towards my peak. Pitch, please. I only 3 years in and still haven't climbed out my valley. I am at my lowest. I've been at my lowest. Well, this thinker, I've been floating. I've been battling fear, anxiety, depression. Not to mention the severe lack of motivation. Most days to answer back messages, time. I gotta be codependent. But yet, I get up. I go after my dream every day. I'm disciplined. Not even on the biggest stages do they put me in a hole. No matter how experienced the competition, I never fall. You see, Irijah, I'm a raw soul. I beat in the I beat in the minister. So when you got me battling for shoulders lead by the general, it's disrespectful. Screw it, I still take the battle anyway. I feel like I'm battling characters from anime. Rae, you be stretching metaphors to connect. We call you Luffy. MG Geist, scream loud all day, but when it comes to punchlines, he disappear. This must be DBZ. Cupid, man got a mean floor. He ice cold, but he's still afraid to match toes. He's super strong with the bard, but don't use it. He mob psycho. Irijah, you throwing punches so strong it will kill you. No lie, I got a lot of respect for you. You got butts out in stores. I'm so proud of you, bro. But when it comes to the main picture, some reason it always, you no matter how much they contribute to no matter how much you contribute to the storyline, they will always put you third. Now it's hard to see. It can never be me. I touch every single time I touch my pen, I set out to make history. I set out to start slavery. I step out to pause poverty. I step out to be a better me. I step out to break illusions. So in conclusion, me, I'm the rose that grew from the concrete, whose roots of lignum vitae runs deep as it spreads through the streets, telling stories of everyday poverty and everyday problems in society who others refuse to acknowledge. But me, I put with a stick, not the role I chose, but the one I inherit. Didn't you hear? My ancestors used to get slave masters sick, making me the type of poet who flushes while still sitting on the toilet because I just can't stand to see shit. So I address whose ass from which it belongs. Writing anthems on the way to freedom. Writing poems on the way to Eden. I am Theo, the poet.
Hard is
Wow.
yo.
That ain't even deserve more. Boy, that deserves it. Not the bars, bro.
Oh my God.
Theo!
Use the raw for
Sir!
Oh my gosh. I
Um,
like it.
ladies,
Hard.
You see, right?
if it is too fish for the night's conclusion to end right now, based on the forfeit on Ray's part, that's let me
What?
know.
What's this forfeit thing you talking about, sir?
He just
Oh,
said that.
please.
He put
Allow me to remind you of something. Allow me to
What's
remind you
that?
of something. You don't see my lighter. You don't see my lighter. So you already know what I think about it. Sir, if I do not see that recorded somewhere else other than here, I can't feel you know. I can find you.
Wow.
Listen, hard. However, I will remind you. These were faced off before. And he come hard as shit too.
Well, that's
So,
the point. That's a
listen to me. There's no shortage of talent in this room.
man.
So,
That's bars for these. Bars for these. Actually, bars.
listen, bars released, shots fired, cat out of bags, run down the street.
Everything.
Look, all 9 lives still in tow. I boat it.
Remember
That
Yeah,
is
well,
what it is. Listen,
I come for all smoke though. I ain't gonna lie. I come for all smoke though. I come for
Oh
all smoke.
yeah. Well, you should have gone a little harder
it is
for
all.
you, but don't watch me.
Let's
Like,
go.
you understand, right? Irijah, like, let me get this off, right? Irijah gonna understand, right? You took a W last time you face off, you know. You didn't understand that. I don't remember losing,
Fair
you know.
enough.
I don't remember. I can't forget losses. Sorry, I can't. You understand? Like now in my DNA, like I can't.
Listen,
So I told myself, like this one, nah, this is gonna be different. He's like, sorry.
this is
Not really, but
I love it.
Before
That
we
is the
continue,
spirit.
for whatever reason, right? I am not seeing it on the. I'm not seeing Irijah on the main screen. I'm just
Neither
seeing it on myself. I am seeing her on my other phone. I'm seeing Irijah on the other phone for whatever reason. I can still see Irijah, but I'm not seeing Irijah. So I will vote for 2 seconds, and then I'll invite you right back in. Okay?
All right.
Call me out,
So-
Theo. Just remember that.
Yeah, I know you can see her. Stone. I can see her on my other phone too, because I'm locked in with the other with my other page. However, for whatever reason, I'm not seeing her come up on the main screen, and that is not going to work for us because we need to be able to see her.
For sure.
Right? I can
You
definitely
can see
see
me
her.
now?
Yeah, we can see you.
Okay.
No, you won the last round. I just saying. Theo came with the whole sort of heat that only Shadrach, Misha, and a Benny go have feel. I just
Burn me.
Man, come all of it, yeah.
oh, so you gotta come, you gotta show and prove, you gotta state your claim, all right? The floor is yours.
All right. All right, Theo. You say it's Theo the poet. Do you know what it's called me? Barbados' most wanted. I committed a crime, but instead of doing time for it or crime for it, I bailed. Ain't doing a jail. No sentence for my sentences. I had a bargain for being put behind bars for my bars, so now I'm on the run. Public enemy number 1. Barbados' most wanted. Most, not some. Majority. Greatest in amount, quantity, or degree. Wanted. For haunted dreams, making mine scream at being teamed with fear, at fearing with the onslaught I came to bear. I'm the doc operating on your cerebral cortex. I'm that knife that slices past the zest and skin people opt out of revealing, peeling straight to the core to dig up some gore and explore and excavate till they create something special in that space between your temples. You're still the poet, but I'm more than a poet and I know it. I met my poetic crux not by any stroke of luck, but by poking the bear within me that's bipolar and sometimes grisly. So beware this yogi, this sad guru, this bad badu, this giant Zulu, this unique Uhuru, this puzzling Sudoku crossing words like a boss. You ever heard of this girl? This woman? This celestial body that will body anybody, anytime, any day, any sign, anywhere, anywhere. What I came here to say is, I am a force. Blunt? Yes. A cunt? A yes. At times when I'm under stress and can't finesse my quest to get my blessings, a force. Air, wind, fire, appear inside one soul. I appear to be one whole, but I'm bananas. Half sane, a whole brain but half drained, half pain and plagued by memories that disease my dome and make me uneasy in my own mental home. Half psycho, half schizo. Wait, no. Wholly psychotic. Voice, hypnotic. Thoughts, erotic. Shoot, I just shot it. Pistol in my pocket just in case this pitbull got a pop its chain and change my ammunition from 5.56 to 23. The walls of my cranium are covered in calligraphy. I'm trying to say I'm in my right to mind, B. I'm Irie, but sometimes that Irie transforms to fire and ignites a fire that left to rage will burn every page of the chapter and unleash rapture worse than the ones promised in the scriptures. So you know what they call me? Barbados' most wanted artist who thinks art is revolutionary, framed for removing the lens of lights to try to make minds see, cutting out the cataract and fracting their third eye's glory, making the image blurry. Picture this. Barbados' most wanted poet. A stitch. People don't know how to sow it. A seed. People don't know how to grow it. A bitch. Always barking up the wrong tree. Always stirring up some shit that better left sitting in the back. On the back burner, slow cooking when no one's looking till it can bust. And bust in the faces of the ones who wait too late to check. Blown to smithereens. Everything above you neck. Barbados' most wanted. Lyrical criminal with a penchant for vengeance and a steeple for the head of your people. Barbados' most wanted. 23. 23 charges, 23 convictions, 23 restrictions in 23 countries, 23 warrants, 23 arrests. No more or less. I'm Barbados' most wanted, Theo. And you know why? For the narcotic knowledge I possess, the intent to supply. Most wanted.
Jesus Christ. Stop. Before we go any further, inside of my brain decorated with calligraphy, so I ain't right.
See if it's still how clear vision look.
Hard. You were saying same boat. You were saying same boat. Forfeiting? It's no on. It's no on.
Here, guys. No.
It's no on.
Oh my word.
Listen to me.
Oh, my word is right.
Listen. Look.
As one DQ love at side, we can end the life. No.
Nah, if it's Sterling, this is want to see the rest.
This is what has me, right?
Oh my God, the comments killing me.
I might be going to the comment. What's the first round, right? Help me out, Ray. This is the first round?
This is your fault. It's your fault.
Come out
It's your fault. This is your fault. Nah, it's your fault. Y'all know how Irijah is going on much.
It's
This is your fault.
Listen to me.
This is your fault.
Wait,
This is your fault.
Did you hear me say that I did not accept responsibility? Excuse me, sir. This was planned.
I should have put on disclaimer. I should have called violence at the beginning of this. I should have called violence. Because this,
you know who get down. You know that.
Listen to me.
You know this get down.
Listen to me.
I'm sure.
Listen. So So this is how we frame this show. First round, violence. Second round, love
I
story.
can bring the heat.
Love story.
Third
I love
round is the
that.
wild card because we don't know what they're coming with. Listen, Irijah, Theo, as you always do, y'all brought it tonight. It was absolutely phenomenal. And don't ask me to pick a winner. I bias, but listen, I love to see. I love to hear y'all go at it. And I know I know that y'all can bring it, y'all can go back and forth, y'all can pull no sort of punches, and at the end of the day, it can be quality. Much love to both of you, and I serious about getting that shit recorded because it is definitely worth putting out there.
Another distraught boy.
Oh Lord, you can left out names if you want to. If it is you want to publicize it, otherwise, if you want to put any names included, I don't mind. You call me out. Furthermore,
Nah,
you never really diss me. You just push me to do more. So I'd be honored if you kept all of the names, but get it recorded.
That's for this. That's for this.
Sure.
I heard that for this.
I know.
I heard that for this.
Specifically for this.
I heard that for this.
Oh
So,
gosh, you come and tear me up.
Put it out there. Put it out there.
Like I got other stuff to put out there.
All right, no problem. We can pay out there for you. Cause it hard.
I wanted to know. What was that Nas when it's back in the day? If you could help me remember.
Jizzy?
Good. That on that level. This is no that is on that level. Y'all bad, boy. Listen, we got Team Enrico or Team Suave, whichever you want to put it. We got a Team Rae, and I am about to say the message on my device. Voting has started.
Are you on Team Rae?
Irijah is on Team Rae, and Theo is on Team Enrico. Now, guys, don't let the last few lyrics. I know there's the wrong, but they also had the over the heat. I'm trying to better go listen. In the bars.
Theo get body.
Outside and it's wedding.
While we have the voting going on, Theo, Irijah, you can start first, Theo. You can let us know what it is that you guys are coming up this year. What are you going to be looking to be doing this year?
This year, I guess looking at product content because it's been a while. It's been I don't got no poetry. I don't got no poetry videos right now. I don't got no nothing. I got one major streaming site. Not like a streaming site. I got one major site that people can watch my stuff is, and I got Instagram. So right now, I just put things in place right now to like put juice to my stuff, right? Because like the request it has been there in terms of everybody asking me when this dropping, when that dropping. Today's my anniversary, by the way, of becoming a poet. 3 years ago today, I decided to become a poet. You understand, right? And like, if you see the comments and the stuff that in my inbox today, it's been crazy. And I've been struggling recently in terms of poetry, not in terms of necessarily writing, but it's like you're trying to get a certain look on your craft, right? I'm a perfectionist like that, and it's been hard, you know. It's been really hard. So I guess decided to
trying to call you perfection. Sorry, I making up. I just talk about you 3 points. Making but anyway, continue.
Right. It's just been, you know when you get frustrated with something, you put it down for a little bit. I got frustrated with like trying to record, trying to get stuff out there. So I just put it down for a little bit and tell myself like when it's necessary, when it comes time, I'll pick it up and go. Right. But the writing done, I've heard the hardest part in terms of doing this stuff is writing. As long as the writing done, everything else will follow. And the writing done. So I'm not pressured, I'm not stressed, but that's the goal for the year, to put out content. You understand? And that's it, just put out my content.
for me, and I'm glad that you would have said that because I think that's something that I think goes unnoticed because the expectation is very high, especially when you have put out amazing content before, right? So like for me, I would have put out the book. Guys, if you wish, you can go on my page, you can go on Linktree, and you can look for the book and get it on Amazon. The published book in terms of the paperback will be out very shortly. But in terms of working and then having to still put up content and wanting to put content, like you know that you have it on your mind. Like, it literally have a story there to tell. But just having the time and finding time to perfect it. And because we are professionals of our craft, we don't want to put out subpar or mediocre work. We want to make sure that the story is told in the right way and in an effective and efficient manner that everyone can understand and relate to. So I definitely feel where you're coming from, and I continue to strive forward and keep working at it, bro, because you are, as you know, and as many persons have told you, I'm sure Cindy has told you this, I'm sure Stone told you this, Lucy, you already know I is one of your biggest fans because I just gas you all the time because to me, he's one of the hardest men to ever grace Barbados called the grass. You're hard, bro. Just keep working at it. You got it. And again, I won't find you on the basketball court. I know the greatest. But I still want you on the 3-point because you put on some nice shots there the other day, right? Let me try to see if I can get Irijah back on as well. Guys, we have a few seconds left in the voting. But at this time, I definitely want to thank Theo. I want to thank Irijah because honestly, I be real, y'all, right? I the realist. We've had amazing 3v3s. You guys have come on before and y'all have destroyed the whole show before. That was probably the hardest first round I've ever experienced in my life. Period. I know my voice rig attached to that. That is the hardest first round I've ever experienced. Period.
That was the first round for all first rounds.
All first round.
Theo come for my neck.
Theo come, Cody, and you went straight for below if it's a fatality. I mean, what the heck was that?
Gotta go for the jugular here.
You only got one way to punch.
You know always punch late too.
Yeah. Love it. I just gotta say again, I love the energy that y'all bring. Y'all know how to start and end the party. And it's an honor to work with both of you.
Bro, it's fast.
I love going against Theo too.
We got Theo who was able to share his side of what he's going to be having this year. But Irijah, you didn't get an opportunity, and I want to know. So you can let us know what you have up this year.
All right, so the main things I bring out this year is a short story collection, just about, I would say, 5 or 6 stories, and it's going to be free, so I'm going to bring that out and get people more like acclimated to my prose. And then after that, I'm going to bring out my book on women that I had working on since 2020. But yeah, I got a couple setbacks, but that should be coming out this year as well. So first it's going to be the short story collection, and then that book. And I tried to get in the studio to do a little EP of sorts. Dramatic shit though. Not like spoken word.
We love that. And I honestly commend you for sticking to your guns in regards to the work that you have coming up with the book for the women. Because the women need something like that. To be very honest, like we as men don't understand what women go through sometimes every day.
That's true.
Women can have something to go to as relates to your work and other people's work out there is really a testament of character, of honor, privilege, and honestly sacrifice. Because women have done a lot in this society. It goes really unnoticed. To prepare that as relates to the book, to the studio work. Well, talk. We need something else.
For sure.
Audio book, right? And we need some little work. But no.
Yeah.
Honestly, thank you guys again. We're gonna have StonedwithCupid versus Shawna. No.
I'm looking forward to this.
Yeah,
You
like
absolute way self.
wild. This is gonna be wild. Is that tragic love story like can I say Bonnie and Clyde maybe? Can they do that? Can I say Bonnie and Clyde?
Nah, I don't think they're good. They think they can shoot up people. They don't think they can get shoot up.
Yo, that's fast. That's fast. Because the way Bonnie and Clyde went to was crazy, bro. It's very, very crazy.
Boy. They went on guns blazing. It's true.
It's very, very true.
We can see if this is gonna be Guns N' Roses or which direction they get carried. And I'm looking forward to see what they do with this. I mean,
telling you,
I give props on this matchup.
Yeah, we are here for it.
Hey.
Yo.
Wait, pause. For 2 months, because it don't require much. And like, you realize that he smelled like 2 seconds after. So my man coming with violence already. This and that loves.
Oh my God.
No, it was out of the way, right? Because when I clicked join the reality, I was talking about something different from what they're watching. So I was like, weird. But yeah. I don't know about Bonnie and Clyde, man. Them they, I don't want me to Bonnie and Clyde.
True.
It's like he heard me. It's like he heard me.
No, we have a truly amazing duo here. I'm talking not only the artistic scene, poetic scene, but StonedwithCupid has done a lot of work behind the scenes. Shawna has done a lot of work behind the scenes. We're talking about right PR services. Thank you very much, personally, again, publicly, for providing me with the platform that you'll be able to put me on. Honestly, it has been amazing thus far. I really and truly appreciate it to both of you guys. And continue to do this and work. However,
thank you.
Now that we've said all of that, I still got Shawna to beat the brakes off a StonedwithCupid tonight. So, without further ado, I will take care of my friend, Shawna's bio. No! Shawna is an internationally published author, poet, and businesswoman. I mean, this is a woman of all trades. That special man is a special man indeed. I'm not going to say who it is, but I just saying. Anyway, her recent collection of work, Melanin Drops, is a compelling piece of work that focuses on Black struggles from a Caribbean perspective. Recently, she was featured on BBC News where she performed her piece, We Ain't Little England No More, for Republic Day. And that piece, if you have not checked it out, follow her, check out her work. That was a truly amazing piece. And it speaks specifically to us going Republic. So again, Shawna, thank you for putting not only yourself, but Barbados on the international stage with your poem. All right? Without further ado, we have Rae to introduce StonedwithCupid.
Yes, please. Akeem Chandler Prescott, also known as StonedwithCupid, is a spoken word artist, photographer, and creative director from the island of Barbados. Primarily a performing artist, his work is a unique blend of hip-hop, storytelling, and dramatic theater woven together in a neatly stitched poetic product. And this product has earned him awards and prizes at NIFCA, nominations at the Ghanaian People's Choice Awards, where he was the first poet to be nominated in the Music Video of the Year category, and even took him on a 2-week performance tour in Bloemfontein, South Africa at the Brisa Kunstefees Festival. His most recent accomplishments include winning the Spirit of the Nation talent show, as well as being awarded the most impactful performance. Ladies and gentlemen, StonedwithCupid.
Honestly speaking, that performance, if you didn't win, I would have the people myself. I honestly would have gone myself. I'm like, you can see the passion and emotion coming through. It's like you was living the experience. You understand? That was amazing.
Thank you.
No, we had Theo and we had Irijah. We already know that was a showstopper. But they decided to come back. They decided to come back onto the stage to see you guys perform. No, Stone, this is your room. You have to go first, and it worked out in the favor of my team. I would not let that little part come out, but it worked out in my favor. However, I already know you got the lyrics. I already know you got the hear down. You get yourself right and everything, right? So I can stick up the crowd no further. Do what you gotta do, my guy.
So are you going first?
Yes, sir.
Oh, okay. All right. Listen, so I wrote this piece yesterday. I don't know this piece. So you're gonna be looking at this laptop, show the performance. All right, let me get comfortable. So now put me in another 3v3. This time I battled my dream girl. So it's only right to put that ass to sleep. I want to wash it off, rinse, dry, and then repeat. I want you to release all the energy within. So no more melanin drop for that pain ever again. To put me in the 3v3. And this time I hear the battle. So if the public is the judge, then my word is about to be the gavel. My name is StonedwithCupid and my man Ramon Gas meant more than Rubis, and now we come with the rudest of intentions. Some poets is organic head space to write. Me, I naturally in that dimension. So before you size me up, make sure you get the right dimensions. Cause to walk a mile in my shoes, you will need a size 22 and a brand new invention. Cause they can't match my soul. And I know enough people to say, well, you sound like American, but trust me, my vocabulary got in plenty rare souls. So I want you to Adrian Green in the prime, make you do the fusion dance with a win from 2009, sprinkle that Andrew 3000, and you get the recipe for how I rhyme. So when I serve this food for thought, it has to be piping hot like fish and chips on the village shop with the block man that's got to dine. You can't stop me from standing up for what I believe in. Even if you crack my fucking spine, I can still be fine because I do not back down. I'm Miss Griffith. I hope you don't think you can come in this 3v3 with some nursery rhymes and expect to win this round. I'm telling you so no. Poetry don't got to be always socially conscious engineer lines. It could be a friendly battle where you can leave battle and back up. Or it could be a fake romantic story that you make up. Or even a dramatic monologue that the server as a comedic setup for a comedic climax. Or it could be closer to rap, where the rhythm is giving it form and you can perform every piece like a song. Put it on all the platforms and watch it take on a brand new life of its own. I could go on by the streams and the views and the many interviews I've seen on the news. I could write songs about pain and abuse and the guns and the youth, even some about you. I could pinpoint ideas at the pace. I could race all the greats even come first place. I could write down everything that I say with intent to be read and not to be rapped. It is poets like you that make people feel that poetry got to be whack. Poets that when they're done perform, it's like a skinny white girl in the audience trying to twerk. What it's saying is, nothing don't clap. The audience want the money back. And I don't give backhanded compliments. I just start with a hard slap of reality. To battle me in the 3v3 is a casualty. What do you got me laughing? Wait a minute. Let me go back. To battle me in the 3v3 is a natural casualty. You gotta call the coroner. Then blue-green bedroom walls about to become the mall corridors. I want you borrow the powers of Dr. Strange and the multiverse of madness. Cause the bottom in the verses, your verses got to be insane. Borderline psycho, like Jack Nicholson and Lady Pipe having a discourse about the possibility of a slim chance. And deciding that the best metaphor for a slim chance is Lizzo. You really want to battle me though? People probably saying, wait, boy. But as the thing is Cupid and I got the ball, so this is what's happened when I let an arrow go. Mediocrity don't fly, but here no more like the Concorde. I come too far, they still gotta prove myself. And the last 3v3 I tell Cindy and Eva to voice my vision. But you so blinded by your ego, I doubt that will help. After this, I want you going hiding. I want you jump through an incognito window and find some Metal Gear Solid level stealth and whatever else you got within you reach. Cause you got a better chance brushing the plaque off a Ninja Man teeth then you got brushing off this defeat. Peace.
Hey, yo. Wait a minute.
Are you ready for her response? Because I know she was writing, so I'm ready for her response. I am eagerly waiting. Are you ready? Are you ready? I'm ready.
Can we use it to create all the fear and love and war? I just want to say, all in love and war. Thank you for everyone that is here. First of all, I did not get a chance to let the audience know we are glad to have you. We appreciate you for being here. I first want to say time of death was the favorite time for you last Shawna, right? The American to laugh return. I just saying, but I already know I ain't worried, you know.
You said it was 3 minutes, right? It was 3 minutes, right?
Man, right now we don't give a fuck. I ain't telling you the truth. We don't care though.
I brought that. Then I look at the laptop at no point in time during that piece because I literally got the lyrics on the screen. I was like, yo, I hope I could rattle these off of my head. But yo, I want to hear her piece. Without further ado, I want to hear her piece. She asked for this battle. I am excited. I want to hear this.
I told Ray that we need this it was 9:40 for you, right? We can scratch that. We can scratch that.
You ready?
Wait, is it your? Wait, is it your? Because people, what you gonna do that? What you gonna be that? Anyway, do you think? Don't wait.
All right. There we go. He said to me, I barely do poetry, and I pick up my pen and begin to write because this paper makes the most noise at night where my mind can't sleep. This ink takes victims and it writes the names of all those who underrated my poetry process because them 2019 videos so on CBC, but I said different category, them on CBC, but I on BBC International, baby. Yes, see, my pen it takes name, I turn him into stone, and there is no Cupid, just an epitaph. But the words treat me free to remind you of this moment when your girl schooled you about poetry, because this is my life, my art form, and I paid my dues to it to be rewarded and loved as a poet, where poetry is a form of social activism, advocating for social justice, and not just writing pieces just because it's a piece that evokes emotion out of the audience. My pieces seek to educate and agitate for the cries of the underdog whilst barking a positive message. While we at it, I want to congratulate you for your spirit of the nation win, because you deserve it, but you also deserve this lyrical pen pointing straight into your eyes with the barrel of the pen tip, pointing to the devil the final blow, because I got 9 bars to the devil to show you that I am deserving of every single wrong of poetic admonition. I do not need fake blood or a fake gun. I bring my 2 weapons, my ink and my pen, to deliver these weapons of mass destruction, destroying life by reducing thought. I don't need to put a barrel to TV screen. I am the TV screen, showing everyone barrels of lyrical words that can deliver a gunshot. As these hot words have gunpowder on them and appear aim at your chest, creating a loud bang. And I don't need to make a loud noise to bang. I could use soft strokes on the page and deliver a shot just as portable. For this mission, I got to holler hard to deliver these blows because this mission is one of lyrical mastery. I'm glad you put this giant, because I wrote this piece in 5 minutes and strung 5 words together for repetition, which I will repeat just once more in case you missed it. My pen takes names and make epitaphs for fun. And while these epitaphs are not made of the stone, there is no Cupid, just a mere memory of the time we went against each other in 3v3.
I like that. I like the fact that we do this. I like that.
Listen, at the end of the day, iron sharpens iron.
I agree.
Anybody in this forum can only grow, and you definitely, most definitely, follow the first act to the letter. Heart. Listen, I love y'all. I just love y'all. I don't even know what else to say. He let me speak. I didn't know what to say. I sorry for my response, my reaction. If it make you laugh, that was genuine. I couldn't help that. And then she comes, cause I just said it. I was like, how she could come? Cause I know shots get fired, and I know she can fire back. I just waiting. Like, I didn't say no. I was like, wow.
No, but this is the first time like we have actually done this, right? So I'm like, I'm just trying to find out what is an appropriate thing to say.
When is it? When one is on the phone, is it? Because you can't be in each other's face. Like, babe, how we can do this thing? We got there. All right.
So let me tell you the truth. I came trying to set me out last night. I didn't know that I get prepared, right?
No, not really.
It's like, oh, that girl.
You don't know what that, because y'all know each other work so well, right? Because I feel like, as Ray would say, iron sharpens iron. So y'all, I guess sometimes y'all could correct me if I'm wrong, but sometimes y'all would like say, well, how this line goes with this part in a poem, but maybe sometimes, not all the time, right? Or if y'all finish a piece, y'all might cross reference to see if it works, right? When I come into 3v3, no, I already know that was going to happen. Because y'all want to know how each other coming, right? No, that was truly amazing. I have literally no words. To follow up, Theo and Irijah, the way that y'all did, in the space that y'all did it, No, that this was the first time because y'all didn't have what Theo and Irijah would have had in terms of.
Yeah.
Like you need a new lighter just now. Keep it up. I like it. But honestly, for two people who knew we were going up against each other and purposely did not let the other know exactly how you were coming, and then to bring it like that.
But here's the thing, because I think yesterday we had a conversation that changed both of our minds about what we were going to do, right? Because we had a conversation, I was like, nah, I wanted something tonight. Like tonight itself, I wanted something. And she went and do the same thing. So we both knew, all right, we got what we had planned, and then we got what we just write. Which one we could do. That way, say, oh, I got it first. I was like, all right, well, let me see what she write there. Because I know she other pieces. I don't want to hear them. I want to hear something new. I already know what it sound like. I just record them. I don't need to hear them no more. So I want to hear something new. So yeah, I enjoy this. This was good.
Yeah,
so people, before I give back the floor to y'all, don't let the person that go last influence your vote, you know. Remember both of the poems.
Listen, don't listen to that. Team
Remember
Shawna
both of the poems. Because Theo come out strong in the beginning, Irijah come out strong in the end too, but remember both of the poems.
Enrico. She about to shoot you when you fuck big man.
Poet.
I am both.
Sorry.
You understand this? Because you were saying the same thing that Cupid was saying just now in the first round.
Yes.
And she said, don't go with that. You understand?
Theo came out very, very, very strong, but because I know it came out very strong as well, and that's the last thing that's in your mental.
Correct.
You got to gravitate towards that. So I don't want that to be. I honestly don't want to be biased here tonight.
But that's what I'm trying to tell you. You can't be biased.
Also, by the way, I want to give a shout out. No, that I would have heard it very vaguely just now. I want to give a shout out to all four persons here on the stage tonight because this is all four of us that would have been in the Poet of the Year, if I'm not mistaken, correct?
Yes. We're all four nominated, yes.
We're all nominated.
I always tell you people on the side, I'm like Ray Romano and everybody loves Raymond. It feels great just to be nominated, so I'm good. I'm straight, I'm cool. Because I already know these other guys are fantastic and
well shit. My stage name is Ray, so I mean
you understand? I just say.
But yeah, it's an honor to be amongst y'all giants, because I mean y'all giants. Most definitely.
Man. We appreciate it.
Team and Team Rae, voting starts right now. I will just send through. And while we have the voting taking place, we're going to start off with Stone this time. Stone, you can tell us what you this year for.
So an interesting thing happened today. So I've been putting poems on TikTok now for about 5 months. None of them, only one get over 1,000 views, right? And then today I come home and I say I got like 300 followers. I'm like, well, what the fuck going on here? Why all these people follow me? And I check a poem, dog. A poem I uploaded yesterday, right? Because I uploaded it for Valentine's, and it got 12,000 views, dog. And my followers went from like 90 to like 900. And I hear so saying, yeah, thank you. But I hear so saying to myself, like, wait. And it's bare women in the comments. No offense, Shawna. Bare women in the comments that just thirsty, brother. Just super thirsty. So I don't know what the game plan can be going forward. I feel like I might start making some short form TikTok content, because I mean, if I could go to like 1,000 followers, I could really build out that as a secondary platform. And TikTok got monetization that way easier than Instagram. So the plan was to do a lot more poetry videos. Actually, now that I got the space, the plan was actually to start recording a lot more poets. Cause you heard Theo talking about how he want to package his work and stuff like that. Irijah was talking about you want to get in the studio and whatnot. Well, I mostly want to do the video. I mostly the video and photo, not really the audio stuff. Cause audio, you should rather go in the studio, because studio men obviously live and breathe that sort of thing. I do it part time. So, but when it comes to the poetry videos and stuff like that, I definitely want to do more of them, because here my boy, you're being read where it says that I was the first poet nominated for Music Video of the Year as a poet. That shouldn't be the case, B. Like, men, they actually putting out music videos for like 25 years now, dog. So they got a real men but here that that doing work, but the work isn't necessarily reaching as many masses because they might be doing the work with the phone, etc. So being I got cameras and I do photography, yeah, I definitely want to develop the poetic landscape. And we got enough other things planned. I don't want to get anything out of the bike, but yeah, so TikTok might be what you're doing for a while. We can see how this goes. We can see it develop. And if you haven't heard the Valentine's poem before we leave, if you go on my profile, it's the last post I made. I think it's the last post I made. It is.
I want gas you up, right? Because I want something one of the things that was funny TikTok. But I can tell you, right? That pony, and I watched it about 3 times. The same time that I started, I was like, it's my hardest cat. This is my bad, man. This is my bad.
All the gas, sir. All the gas.
I appreciate it.
I ain't doing when I was
I
talking
know,
to
but
Janine.
the is a groupie. You're hard.
No,
I don't know if when I was talking to
You're hard.
but I told Janine that she has to speak to you as relates to getting that audio for that particular piece that she did. Because that particular piece that she did, I believe needs to get over there. And like you said, we need to get a lot more poets doing the musical kind of thing, right? Because honestly, that's the way forward. That's the way where our work will then grow, to be honest. And you're amazing at what you've done. I'm like, this man forever doing videos, and the visual is the artwork, the singing, everything is just on point, bro. So kudos to you for everything that you're doing, everything that you're doing in 2022. If you have not done it as yet, ladies and gentlemen, click top left-hand corner and follow StonedwithCupid, follow Shawna, follow Rae, so right. Also follow myself, Enrico Suave 1215. Also follow On My Word if you haven't done it as yet either. Continue to support us on PayPal as well. And Irijah, I'm going to let you tell us what you have coming up in 2022.
Shawna, you said Irijah, but you mean Shawna, yeah.
In 2022, so the first thing that I have going on is I am shortlisted in the National HIV/AIDS Short Poem Competition with my piece called Lifeline. Lifeline is a piece that looks at a young teenage girl who has HIV and she is calling the HIV/AIDS Commission as a cry for help because she wants to kill herself. For those of you who like it, could just go and follow me, go on NHAC and vote. Today and tomorrow is the last day to vote. If you don't like it, share some love. Also this year, as you guys know, last year I brought up my book, Melanin Drops. That book is the book that allowed BBC to find me. So I am going to be having a book launch coming soon this year sometime. There's something else that's really, really big opportunity that is coming up. I may vlog it because it's really big. So stay tuned to my page and you guys can see what's happening. Also going to be releasing some pieces as well, so you guys can tune out for that. Somebody in the live so you can get a package from Akeem.
Yes, 47 Paradise, yes.
And he will send you the rates, or you can slide into right DMs and we can send you the rates as well, either one. Yeah, so I am looking forward to it. Looking forward to going on awards. Got my dress ready. When I'm ready, man. When I go
of course.
When an outfit, sorry, not dress. When an outfit's ready. Listen, being honest, right? I cannot wait to be outside. I cannot wait. Akeem knows the reason behind why I can't wait.
Yeah, for sure.
I really can't wait to be outside.
No, honestly, right? Honestly, good to see you doing what you're doing, and you're doing an amazing job. Everything that you've been doing thus far, Shawna. And I think you all need to put out content together more often. This is just me. I'm just speaking for myself. Personally, I know it probably works, but we don't want to. I think that's something that you guys, because you all are amazing, being compatible and working with each other and being able to provide explosive, effective content, not just on a personal level for others to resonate with, but other situations in terms of a social consciousness, of the world as well too, because y'all are amazing at that as well. So I just want to put out there, y'all do a fantastic job and continue to do the amazing job that you've been doing. I'm going to let Ray continue to speak on my behalf because I can't do it all, you know.
I am just going to echo his sentiments and just remind you all that y'all are two powerful people individually, and together you're a force to be reckoned with. And I am proud to be in the same circle as both of you. Continue to do what you are doing.
For sure, man. Thank you.
I was nominated with Legends, big man. I was nominated with Legends. I feel so good. I feel like really, really good, bro. I really do. Voting has now ended. So thank you guys once again for being amazing artists that you guys are. And I'm thankful now. I'm going to speak to management of all my work. I don't know who they are. I cannot put out there, but just saying. I want to see this as a 3-round versus 3-round kind of battle. You see me? Because
I voted.
Wait, pause. Mimi versus her for 3 rounds?
Yeah.
Let me go.
Keep putting me in so many trick or treats.
I mean, if you're
Cupid, what happened? You're frightened, love.
We'll discuss that.
Discuss that. Good.
All right. It was nice being here, man. I ain't seen nobody voting. I ain't seen no votes. Kind of people like that just listen to me talk. But yeah, voted then. We will see how the night turns out. I said it's Sean and Pretty Provocative Poet. I do not know who that is, but for the name, I hope in the Provocative. That's the bare minimum. It in the name. So
my heart, Stone. You go stay to me. My heart.
I'm looking forward to it. I hope people.
All right, cool. All right, later. Good night, guys.
So we would have had Irijah, we would have had StonedwithCupid, we would have had Theo, we would have had Shawna. And this is just culminating to the end, right? This is like a climax. That thing that Usher spoke about in his songs. You understand? We took it, it wasn't nice and slow. We kind of let it burn a little bit. You understand? Some confessions came out. You feel me? But at the end of the day, we had no limits, and some new flames came out as well. But at the end of the day, now, what we're going to do, we're just going to simmer, we're just going to relax, we're just going to enjoy the last round of 3v3 episode 3 season 4. This has been an amazing night. I'm telling you, this has been like no other, really and truly. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to wait for my co-host to come back onto the stage. And then once he does, we're going to enjoy the final round of 3v3. I want to thank our last artists, Shawna and StonedwithCupid, for putting their love aside, enjoying the war, but then getting back to love as well. You feel me? So thank you for everyone for being there. I don't know what happened, to be honest, because Shawna, to be fair, to be complete,
IG's our best friend. No, we cut the votes. Don't worry, the votes are come. Don't worry. Ray, you already know how it is. You already know IG does what it does. But we have that saved. We have it archived. We have it good to go. But we're on to the final round, and I'm gonna just let you say how you felt about the first 2 rounds, because I already shared everything I have to share. So I'm gonna let you do what you have to do, buddy.
Man, I'm still at a loss for words. Those first 2 rounds were absolutely ridiculous. I mean, we knew that they were going to bring it. One way or the next, it was going to be hot. It was going to be back and forth. It was not going to be a close call. We knew that from the beginning. But to say that they were going to bring it like that, man, look, I am never ready. I ain't ashamed to say it so. Furthermore, I love the fact that these people keep on just producing. And at that level that they keep on doing it, they set the bar extremely high. And that is because the bar is not set for the next person. They set it for themselves. And this is just them continuing to improve. And I just love to see it. I'm really looking forward to see what MD Geist and Pretty Provocative Poet have for us tonight.
Oh, it's very, very true. And you know, Andy Geist, to be fair, this was your choice because you went with someone that would have lost in a round before and a battle before on 3v3, but he came up with amazing content, and I'm sure that he's gonna come with more fire tonight.
For sure.
With that being said, you know, he's a fan. He's a fan favorite. He's a friend to the stage, you know, to All My Word. He's a fan to everyone here on the audience as well. Right? I'm speaking no other of Andy Geist. I would have brought some international flair onto the stage. I'm checking to see if I can see MD Geist. Okay, I see him here. I'm going to have him come onto the stage. I'm going to have Pretty Provocative Poet come onto the stage as well. MD Geist. One thing about MD Geist, ladies and gentlemen, my man always comes prepared.
Oh, by the way, I didn't know it was you. Oh, man.
I had to my guys in hoodies because we not coming to play tonight. We're not playing. Right. You see me?
I can't wait. I can't wait. Can we just get in the introductions now? Cause
I let you take your MD Geist first, my guy.
Sure. MD Geist. The man known as MD Geist is a genetically engineered killing machine created by the Barbadian government to destroy all whack MCs. However, it was discovered that he suffers from multiple personality disorder, with a persona by the name of Sean Allen emerging sporadically. This personality believes himself to be a freelance visual artist, publisher, and teacher. Geist escaped his overlords and now resides in Philadelphia, where he seeks to blend into society and draw peacefully. However, new WAP MCs emerge daily, triggering his programming and forcing him to battle. Ladies and gentlemen, wait, that's Sean.
Yeah.
Sean.
It's Sean for right now, you know what I mean? It's Sean, I just here chilling, you know what I mean?
My mom got alter ego, you feel me? My mom got alter ego. Enrico Hill turns into Enrico Suave, but that's just me. I just saying. But my Andy Geist, he ain't come to play. You heard that introduction? Man, this man got bars for this. He just, my man just sipping on that lean. You feel me?
Just water.
Lean?
Just what?
That's water.
That look more like vodka, but I digress though. We can leave you to it. Pretty Provocative Poet is a spoken word artist, musician, and producer from Toronto, Canada. On October 21st, 2021, he released his debut book, Black Men Cry Poetry, on Amazon. Merch can be purchased through the link in his Instagram bio. So guys, ladies, everyone here on the stage tonight, if you haven't done it as yet, you're going to probably join the live tonight. Click on the top left-hand corner and follow both the Pretty Provocative Poet and Pyroglyphics. It's Pyroglyphics, right? I believe that's it. Pyroglyphics. We're going to...
Pyroglyphics.
Yes,
I'll ignore that little pretend slip, right? I see what you're doing, Rick. I see what you're doing.
I don't think it was pretend. Yeah, one too many boys.
You're not. That's because I want my Pretty Provocative Poet to get through. Because at the end of the day, we already know we end it here tonight.
We got the W, man. Don't worry. We got the W. We got this.
But
probably.
To be fair, it has been an unbiased, truly amazing night thus far. I have no doubts in my mind, I have no doubts in Ray's mind that y'all will end it with a bang. Right? I know y'all guys didn't come to disappoint. No, Pretty Provocative Poet, you have it first this time around. Let the people hear tonight, buddy.
Sit back for this.
Tonight, we go to war. Please observe this poetic excellence I now serve. Behold a surge of similes to scourge Team Rae and purge his poets with mere words. There are no nerves in this poetic nerd. See, I'm able to swerve through nouns and verbs. Y'all know for show Team Enrico will be preferred, and after our poetry is heard, I guarantee we will not be deterred from victory. Their team already deferred, so witness the stars aligning in perfect symmetry. See, being number one is always on the tip of my tongue. I've brung enough bars to imprison jail guards. See, a 3v3 can never be scary to me. I am poetry. In a pretty package, ain't no comparing to me. And I hold enough dope lines to be considered a drug dealer. My rhymes a mix of Bajan rum and tequila. I'm a hot shot that's hard to drop like I'm a fever. We gon' make it and make you into a believer in mighty metaphors and more. What's competition to a king of lyricism galore? My mind is so good at lines that it's a crime. I'm a thief of rhyme and time. I steal hours and speak deep in mere seconds. Behold, this is poetic heaven. I'm a thug and ready for anything. I deal stanzas like drugs frantic, and my crack addicts are poetry crowds. How? I'm affiliated to a gang of verbs, active through adjectives and words be my alibi. A crime boss of lines cross crucified. Where's my time? Only God decides, because I've already died to writer's block, resurrected my talk through poetry and hip hop. I'm Canadian born with a Bajan blood on top. All that means is I'm a cold soul with flows that's hot. Stop. Team Rae already been murdered. I'm a serial killer of thoughts introverted. I'm courage in crisis, light skin with a license to kill slams and stereotypes. My material's right because I write the right material. I'm a brolic writeraholic hooked upon phonics. My topics range from erotic to laws abolished. Sure, I'm criminal. Logic, astonished. Through conscious poems, they want to arrest and pray my soul be in bondage. But I've been to jail. It couldn't hold me. My poetry be freeing. A jailbird escaping through words and wisdom. See, there's no way you could win in a 3v3 because it's impossible. Any of y'all could be better than the pretty provocative me.
My God. Your text things at my head, right? But I like it. I like it. I applaud you, sir. Listen.
Listen, this is why this man was rated #1 in Canada. This is why this man was my last. You know he's got it. You know when you start a relay, right? You suffer. You saying both. You suffer. That's very interesting because it's both run like 3 and 4, right? But anyway, you saying run the last leg. I just saying my last leg here, right?
Those other two poets were fire, man.
Right? I really thought Andy guys had stick, you know, because it just even mind is standing up like just real calm, real cool, just like ready forever. Though.
Listen,
the bar for days, bro.
That's all I will say. The bars.
Thanks, man. Appreciate it.
Bring it. You brought it. I am not disappointed whatsoever. I will not take those thoughts personally. It can just come better. I love it. You ain't beat me yet. It's actually quite level. But I love that fire. I love this place, you know. I love you. I love y'all guys. But without further ado, we've heard your last leg. Make way for mine. Sean, the floor is yours.
Thank you. Oh, hold on real quick. Sorry, hold on.
I just want to say thanks for including me in this dope 3v3, guys. I'm honored.
You was on my mind too, bro. You was on my still. I know I still got plans to talk to you differently, but you hard, brother.
Thanks, bro.
For the first time, Team Enrico versus Team Rae, and I not include you because at the end of the day, bro, you have me good with the 3v3 that he did before, maybe end up against Cynical. Because then lyrics was lyrical. I mean, it was my typical of
Shut
you.
up. Shut up. Shut up.
Geist has entered the room.
In this speech, my guy. You being very disrespectful.
Well.
You got a forfeit for that. Anyway.
Well. Geist is back for another 3v3 in dramatic fashion. With more material, so tailored, no slacking. The fact is, I got to get something off my chest. Like breast reduction practice. I want to start this off with a little recap for those cats who missed my last battle match. It was against a guy called Sun Rock, a self-proclaimed god of rap. But that night I saw a god bleed like Xerxes in 300 when Leonidas cracked. Took his spear, let that metal fly through the air like when Magneto reacts. We agreed to 3 minutes, but you let rock rhyme forever. That's more than cap. I tried to ignore the trap, biased host, and a biased chat, realizing that despite the stats, Rock didn't beat me, I beat myself. Like when Rico does. He's a porn addict. Even his hands got clapped. So when Ray hit me WhatsApp, I said, realizing that despite the stats, Rock didn't beat me, I beat myself like when Rico does. He's a porn addict. Even his hands got clapped. So when Ray hit my WhatsApp and said there was a new battle for me to snap, I said, cool, fuck you, hung up, went back to eating some Apple Jacks. But he called back and said it was against the pretty provocative poet. I said, what the fuck is that? You know what? It doesn't matter. Are the rules intact? Good, because the rule is back to make Pretty P rule this scrap. So, allow me to reintroduce myself. My name is Geist. Still one of the names you never heard of, but still ahead of the herd of sheeple who gather under the roof of a cathedral, praying for a God to remove the evil. While that's what makes my pen so regal. Split fames like cerebral. I'm too cerebral. My bar is lethal. A better battler? None exists. I embrace the dark side like shaking hands with the ruler of apocalypse. This ass whooping, gourmet, mwah, chef's kiss. But check how I flip the scheme. This Canadian bacon getting burnt. It's like the chef piss. These type of battles you've never been in. So everything you scribbling is from an irrelevant pen, cause my battle scars are evident. That's what makes these bars so riveting. They have the same effect as Ritalin. Sparks your mind, but calms your spirit. That's the conundrum you're in. A doctor who treats an anorexic. My patience thin, my hunger's active. Killmonger tactics. For every battle I win, I put a mark on my skin. Chop the head off Triple P, hold it up, and say, is this your kid? I wrote this morning to prepare for a morning. An angel appeared from dark clouds forming and gave me a warning that if I go on this path, that'd be my soul's misfortune. So I stabbed him in the neck with a pencil and used his blood to start drawing. Closed my eyes. My hand started moving on its own accordion. Heard sounds like an accordion. Thought I heard a voice like Dr. Kevorkian talking. Opened my eyes and from the blood saw demons forming. My organs became possessed by all four of the heaven's horsemen. So you see Pretty P beat me when you see Stephen Hawking walking. It's not often that I let guys out to do the rapping. Cause when you release a kraken, you never know what could happen. I'm about action. I marvel at your green screen dreams. You just acting. While I'm the real villain behind the scenes like Thanos, I'm snapping. Low key, I'm Lex Luthor, mixed with Mumroar and Skeletor. Then silver hearts aimed at my head made me a monster. Surrounded by snakes, I command cobras and Destro soldiers. I'm a saber tooth in the booth. It's doomsday for these jokers. The carnage leaves your face scarred. Even your Doctor Doom. Galactus feasting. Dark Phoenix beasting. Worlds consumed. Megatron monsoons. You know what I hate most about you, fam? Your name. I can't even say it without thinking you moist. Pretty provocative poet. So you telling me that was the first choice? Well, If the pretty provocative poet is posing that he possibly did it for the pussy that's pending, I got a petty penchant for pushing a potent pen to expose any pussy pretending. And though it pains me to have to go against my brother, you can't compare a Canadian that's faking to an authentic Asian, a native Barbadian sensation that's so amazing. To grace you with my presence is a gift of rapping haven. You a craven pagan, while I'm the embodiment of Einstein's equation, an MC squared. My energy is the same as an Oppenheimer creation. You can't save him. My spirit dark as the wings of a raven, heart cold as Satan. My dedication is a combination of Goku's meditation, Shaolin monk concentration, and danger room training. My pen's explosive, same as the Raging Cajun. The gambit was to pull cards and kill everybody. No discrimination. Even the members of my own team can get it. No hesitation. Cupid, stupid, got stabbed with stone arrows. Theo, dead. I used the powers of the pharaohs to break him down to the bone marrow. Shawna, easy. Verbally, she's too sloppy spitting. Irijah, I like you, but chill. Don't let me have you on a poster missing. Rico, you Mongol spilt bitch. You would have to die from a slight breeze. Rae, your team captain. So I'll just kill you on another 3v3. And Triple P, well, this is like the Sixth Sense. You may seem like you still here, but you were dead the moment you agreed to this. So fuck winning a battle. That was never the goal. It's Geist. I just came to speak to your soul. Done.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yo.
Wow.
Wow. As I am the technical host, and the one that get slandered not once, but about 2 or 3 times. First of all, fuck you. Fuck you.
Yo, he went at his own captain.
Whoa! I established totally. But no, I thought we was boys. What the fuck do you?
Yeah, this is a 3v3 fam.
Listen, I did not even know. First of all, it's so unfair. I didn't even know who I was going against. If I had known.
But here's the thing.
Wow.
You're provocative for it, right? He's a stink bitch. I can tell you why. Because he first said that StonedwithCupid, that Sun Rock went over his time. I'm pretty sure he went over his time too, right? But nigga.
We had no time limit this time. We didn't go
We had no time limit, fam. I followed the rules.
He gave me a bubble.
You can't put a cap on that verse. That verse was fire.
Listen to me. This man talked to me so sweet.
I was talking.
Before the show start.
No, I was crying out for addict. You know what I'm saying?
Listen.
That patience is thin line. That line was fire, bro.
That was hard.
In my mind, I was like, as a humble man in the community, dog, I just provide for the neighborhood.
Listen, don't worry, Irijah, I got here, hand.
Here's the thing.
Listen to me.
Something I want to tell everybody, right? I lost that battle with Rock, but I learned so much from that loss. You know what I mean? There was so much things I was playing it over and over. You can win from a loss. Remember that.
Of course.
For sure. For sure.
Listen,
no, that's fast. That's fast.
Before we get in fact, you can start the voting while I address this matter with this MD Geist individual.
What's going on?
Okay. All right, cool. Allow me to start at the very beginning. Allow me to introduce myself. Everyone calls me Rae, but everyone doesn't call me Rae, but most might. My pen's busy behind the scenes, but I don't ghost right. Speaking of ghosts, I got called up by a poltergeist. That's 11 letters. Let's see if he manifests if I say it twice. Poltergeist, poltergeist. Echoes off the walls. Maybe he got cold feet, like he was dancing on thin ice. Then again, it's no different to challenging me. Echoes off the wall. Talking to myself is cool. I'm my only competition. Refining my tool in the mirror to be Mike Slayer or Ghostbuster if he ever shows up. Whether be Blade or Combuster, strike out with all I can muster. Thought you stepped into the ring with Captain Crunch? It's like, you must not have heard what I punch like. I point with my fist and show Ryu Ken like a street fighter. You must have slept through the all-nighter. And even if you studied me, here to do you no good, you still wouldn't be ready, B. I can come from any angle, put it together in any way. I could throw a strike to Philly and still connect from both here. Call me Dalsim, I breathe deep and spit fire. With a warrior's physique, but better attire. Less the war pain, a little more here. No yogi, but I'll leave you stretched out and laid bare. No yogi, but I'm smarter than the average bear. And the price to pay is higher than your average fare. In this world of pen and ink, you're a giant. That's a fact. But when it comes to script, my brain's the gem setter. Right? I know Kane Marco, but I'm still a soldier. I train in the rain, built to take a hit. No pain, no gain, and iron sharpens iron, so I only get better. Any L I take is learning. So whether the weather favors me or you, this little Beretta keeps spitting. No matter if you duck bar, still keep hitting. Any move on the throne, you but this king. Neophyte in comparison, but adept to this thing. I know I said I'd never step on a black soul in my black chucks, and that truth still holds, but truth be told, this is a battle about to unfold. Plus, you's a highbrow, so I can scamp on your rascal. Call me out. Call me out. Sir?
It's an honor, fam. It's an honor. You know about that type of energy. You know that's what we both.
Wait.
I love it.
Yo, I'm gonna throw out a challenge. I want to go 3 versus 3 rounds with you, bro.
You want to go me or him?
No.
You mean, Enrico?
Guys, no, guys, man.
Then you
what? Oh, I don't know about that, bro.
Yeah,
I was
man.
scared to death. Let me tell you, I was like, I know, because I rewatched the one with you and Cynical Insomniac.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh shit. I gotta try to go.
I didn't know. If I had known, it would have went a little different. That's all I'll say.
So like your team captain set you up to fill, fam.
Because I asked him, I was like, what kind of poem do you want? Like, what do you want? But he didn't tell me. He was just like, anything, man.
To be fair, right? To be very fair.
To back him up, we did agree that there was no set theme.
Yeah, there was no
set theme.
Yeah.
So
no, but I mean, I didn't know like I was specifically going against a specific person.
Oh,
I thought it was just random.
Yeah, to be very fair, the first 2, to be honest with you guys, they knew who they were going against basically, but you guys didn't know exactly who you were going up against until Andy guys would have just mentioned that he would have done his own research. So guys, I'm just letting you know, my team member didn't know who he was going up against, so that speaks volumes for his work.
We will be back.
Whatever you gotta tell yourself, fam. Rico, whatever you gotta tell yourself.
Dude, it does not make a difference if you know who you're going up against or not, and I'll tell you why. If you do not know the content the person's coming with, you're not gonna be able to match it. So, in seeing a name on the screen, doing your own research, like my guy did, you can think about something to formulate. I mean, you go find their work, find the talking point, or even if it is, you're gonna just come with pure creativity like Triple P did, and don't get me wrong, he killed it. I mean, he killed it. So it means that I do not think there was any disadvantage whatsoever.
That was the other thing. First of all, shout out to my teammates, the team captain. You know what I mean? You know how it is. It's Geist. It's just be talk. It's just be all jokes. You know what I mean? But I was just all talk too. Right. I got you, fam. I just said the thing was death, and we came and collected. That's hilarious. But the thing is, I'll be honest with you, right? I was nervous up to I tell you, I literally just finished putting all the touches on this. Like just before I went on, I just finished it, right? And I was like, yo. Well, before this, I was like, yo, if Pretty P isn't my opponent, I'm gonna be pissed. Because I was like. But then it was by process of elimination, it was like, all right, yeah, cool. So it worked out.
That was fun. I was telling Cynical the other day that I used to battle rap. Like that was my thing. So like if I had known, I would have came with some battle rap bars.
It did not even matter if he knew or not. He took a swing at everybody.
Yeah, I know. So true.
But to be fair, right? I would have realized that Ray would have done a little something, right? I personally didn't have time to write anything, so what I'm gonna do, is going to be old, slightly old, but I wrote it specifically for that first 3v3 versus Rae, because I know Rae was going to come with the heat. And I told myself I have to come with the heat as well, because there's no way that I was going to let Rae upstage me on the biggest night of my life at that time.
Yeah.
I upstage you.
I was like, you know, Rae is the man that, you know, Rae writes, you know, he about the fight. So at the end of the day, I know what Geist is, Geist, but this right now is a tower heist. And I got the pretty provocative poet on my side, but I'm Suave the seductive. So this is Wet Dreams, if you may have it. I dreamed this dream of you creaming, screaming, bouncing on my soul, searching your soul, searching for proper bed placement while your eyes are soul searching. Reading my mind, I'm the merchant in your Venice, trading lust for love. Appreciating your body in different ways, in different spaces, with different strokes, like I'm Willis. But my will is to keep you walk while trading places. Reading my mind, I'm the merchant in your Venice, trading lust for love. Appreciating your body in different ways, in different spaces, with different strokes, like I'm Willis. But my will is to keep you walk while trading places. Ushering your body from climax to climax while giving your body a chance to relax. While they reapply acts. Adoring your clit. Confessing to your slip. Being thankful for your grip while you supplicate for me to come in. I'll supplicate while you supplement. I'll supplicate while you supplement me to provide you with oxygen like it's supplementing. Protein for your weak knees. Your knees were fully met. Your eyes then opened. Your bed is soaking wet. You dreamed the dream that I did, now you're eager to collect. Possessed by my possession, your expression I digest while you ingest my content with a focused intent. Taking every inch of me while I'm caressing every inch of you. Our eyes are locked. I'm Smith and Wesson locking into you. Our eyes are locked. I'm Smith and Wesson shooting into you. Pleasing your body and taking your soul. That pussy is mine, and baby girl, that dick is yours. Smiling while I'm sleeping. I open up my eyes. You're staring, smiling. Baby, I just dreamed this dream of you screaming, creaming. And that was that dream.
I knew you were going to go there. Like, from the time you started, like, nigga. But I was ready for you. It's like, enjoy your wet dream. And this is Chess Master Part 2.
Oh. It's chestnut checkers.
This is chess. Power game, bro. Power game. She invited me for a game over. She invited me over for a game of chess. Her offer piqued my interest. Of course I said yes. Translucent sundress allowed me to glimpse her strategy. No lacy defenses, but far from defenseless. Still got to work my way across the board. This checkered paradise about to be a war zone. No pillow talk, but Zane's the ref and the whistle's blown. Your black excellence just sat there and sprung my white first. A sudden projectile outburst. Natural order of things since white moves first. Natural order of things and the pleasure that I know it brings. I'm happy to be a pawn in this game of yours. Just know that the longer we play, it'll grow much more. As I shift one of my pawns to c4 to expose the bishop, and my intent to advance c4 because it feels it's about to blow in my pants. Take my hand. All the same color squares in this line dance. Legs kept on a diagonal, perfect approach angle as I bow for you to like me. Your hand gripping the back of my head so tightly, fingers move in an L shape while the armor clinks lightly as the other hand draws my sword to smite thee. Simultaneous tongue on clip proves I am no rookie. My multitasking brought down your castle walls, one on each side like your legs exposing waterfalls. Know that I have made it to your backline, queen. Let me enter as my finger traces your back lane. Clear space to switch positions, captain and king side. Now you're on top, but I'll maintain control of this ride. It's the numbers of point that you're worth. Take my 9. Let me move any amount of squares one time. Let me whisper in your ear, oh, it adds up. My pawn won when I breached your castle walls with my bishop. Me laying you down was always the end state. Nowhere to move and go, pinned down by my checkmate. Enjoy it enough to lick your check plate. Stroke the pen between the sheets, secured the next date. Even so, she really didn't want to wait. She bent over, reset the board, eyes fixed on me and my pen in her mouth. All right, best 2 out of 3.
Yeah, let's go.
Here's the thing, right?
That's so hard.
Know that that's bars for days, bro. Like, this is why this man is elevating on a different level, right? To be honest. But because he went that way and because this is apparently, oh my word, after dark.
My man, you start this? Not because
Yo,
I went,
yo,
so
I
you
was just
start
about to
this.
say, y'all see what the fans saying? We need a Oh My Word After Dark special edition. I bought that link.
You know
about Enrico?
I was sweet and my we could make that happen. But for right now, this is Poseidon. So I remember when my fingers twirled and your curls as your toes curled.
This is how it
My
started, baby.
your black pearl as lowering your world. Whirlwinds in your perfect storm. Tsunami pended for sure. Teasing you by going down to the square root of 64. I ate to taste your effervescent, ever-pleasant flow. I ate to taste your soul, experience you in the whole. I ate to give you something that you've never had before. Earth-shattering pleasure, yet your body wanting more. So, my trident resubmitted its presence into your present. Ecstasy exuberated expectantly, and in that moment, you were pillow talking, earth-shaking, back-scratching specimen. A sweet melanin and my adrenaline was rushing in. I was droning. To the sound of your oceans calling, pleading, needing semen. Seeming to be drawn to my drawing gun, your head sprung. Collapsed lungs after you have sung songs that express what you have just been done. The dawn dawned upon us. The dawn dawned upon us, and your beauty glistened with the sun. Sun-kissed. Pure bliss, your lips kissed my chest as you rested. Arrested, cuffed together, we survived every weather projected. Whether applying the pressure, providing the pleasure, the pain a sensation, the pleasure, the passion a treasure. You are my treasure, my amphitrite woman. I'm blessed to be called your Poseidon. But listen, there's more. Can I take the time to peek into your mind? As your body peaks to my senses, your body starts to incline. Ooh. I can leave that for more because I know Ray has something left in store.
My good sir. Before I go any further, ladies and gentlemen, what you're witnessing now is exactly how 3v3 started. It wasn't scheduled. It wasn't. There were no rules. He just dropped a piece, but I got a response to that. Then I drop a piece. Then wait, I got a response to that. Then he drops another piece, and the cycle continues. And seeing as how he has let the cat out of the bag, saying that I have another piece for you. Then this one, I can't let those needs not be met. This one here is called Triple Threat.
Oh, not a triple threat.
My eyes are squeezed shut, but I have clear visions of you. Intentions of pleasure I'm requesting to see through to fruition after celebrating each other's company. No musical cheers, but it comes down to one cheer between you and me. I see us having a drink or two. Cheers to life and health. After that, I'll make you sit back and help myself to a kiss or two on one set of lips with a hand on the other two, as I take too much pleasure in delighting in your dessert, searching for your treasure chest and for a hidden climax. My tongue will find that spot and make you hum like an alto sax, no clothes to restrict me as my mouth navigates you on a southern trajectory. When you clear your mind, nothing else exists except for me. Kiss and lick my way back up from navel, strumming the clit till you say coming, and become unstable, pick you up and carry you to the table, ignoring your brain saying that you're unable. I'll kiss my way back down south and let the clit be reacquainted with my mouth. Let your legs rest on my shoulder, hands on my head as I converse with your pussy without a word being said except for shit. Fuck. Just like that. And I won't relent from my attack till I see you arch your back and the scream echoes through my ears from your climax. I let you breathe as I kiss my way back up. Pause at the breath and take my time and suck each nipple in turn. I can feel the passion within you burn. So I insert my wood to poke the fire. Stroke after slow stroke till it's burning higher. Every word you spoke shouted from atop the pyre through which I still stoke that steamy desire till it runs like a pipe broke and I won't tire of the feeling you give me. Try to describe it simply. The tightness of fit, the way it grip me, shit me. The way you convulse and you hold me close brings me climax, and brings my climax, and I overdose cause I stroke till the floor's comatose, then kiss you slowly. Hold you as you hold me. Lay you across my bed, slide into and rest your head on my chest to get a well-deserved rest. To spring my seed, girl, you are the best.
Imagine what it's like to be me, the world's first black superhero flirt, saving the women of earth with my poetry. Oh, woe is me. Women always looking for the hoe in me to openly turn them on while some dude has turned them off. Broke their heart, in the bed gone too soft, till I come along. Push their thong aside, restart their thoughts till hearts are beating, inner parts screaming, she doubts and wonders if I'm superhero or demon. Earthlings, greetings. I am now the reason some of the women in this room are leaking. See, it's not even from my looks or the crooked way that I spit poetry that I am speaking. See, I am the man of steel, always hard and ready to deal with abusive husbands. I'm the side dick, giving your chick some good loving, Iron Man thrusting, oral sex so good, I snatch souls like the dusting. Marvel at my end game. See, I'm the type to doggy style bend dames. Love greedy, my friend. I'm a little BDSM to break the bed frame. I steal breaths. Even before I feel breast, I am the tongue titan diving into Pacific South Ocean of flesh. I am dashing. Like Bruce Wayne before changing into Batman, I am the Incredible Hulk of orgasms, smashing against your walls. Call me Doctor Strange and the type to swing like Peter Parker. I'm hotter than Thor. I make your seashore wet, so call me Aquaman. Imagine what it's like to be this fly. Words taking off like a bluebird in the sky, never being burdened by limitations or imitations. Let me ask you a question. Who's your favorite superhero? Ladies, if it ain't me, who else could it be?
Triple P!
Yo! not my client, not my guy jumping in with the lyrics. Say it right now, and they just want something to say to it. So let's hear it. Where you go?
She said she wanted to fuck. No, I got nothing.
You go off the dome, I will go off the dome with you. And I never done it before. With you.
Well, here's the thing. I actually have an erotic art exhibit that's up for the whole month of February at the anybody who's in Philadelphia or the surrounding areas. Soul Garden Studios, SOL_Garden Studio. And we having an open mic on the February the 27th. It's a Sunday from 5 to 9. So I wrote some pieces, but they're on my phone, so you know I couldn't I didn't know if I was able to go off and get it and then come back, so I didn't bother. But I got some pieces, but they're gonna be, I'll recite them another time.
I'm coming through Philly in the summer, so we got a link when I pass through.
Oh, you already know, fam. That's easy. We gonna make that happen.
Right.
Please, if it is that y'all go through Philly, if you go through Philly in the summer, pretty provocative, be sure to hit us up. Oh my word, Enrico Suave 1215. Hit up Ray on the story rights as well, because we are going to want to hear the content live and direct. I'm going to make sure that even if I am at work, brother, and tell us, you know how that gets sometimes. Even if I'm at work, I'm going to tune in. I'm going to spit some fire, right?
Oh yeah, for sure, bro.
Yeah, we should definitely do. We should definitely do like an open mic when you come down, fam.
Yeah,
with
just let me know, man.
Fire. So, and this is going to be a funny point because we going to wait over time, but at the end of the day, this is explicit content, and the women want it, so they go get it.
Oh my God!
And this going to be sweet going into spicy, but that's how you get me. This is a story of a mind's sphere under the night sky where heat and desire resides. And if any of you that are reading and hearing this content can relate, then please stay. Let me know if you have this level of passion in your life. Between her and I express my truth. I am not interested in your body count. I really don't care. Just the countless ways I can please you, tease you, fulfill your wants and needs by exceeding them the way that I do. And then her body spoke to me in the most divine way, angelic. Every language that escaped her lips took my breath away, poetic. Every thought in my mind was engaged for her and me. Well, I was just preparing for what would happen next. She said, recline, let me release the stress that you've been having. Let me take this time to express to you my definition of sexual healing, all the while going down on me, her tongue creating a trail. Before inhaling my third leg, she had me begging to exhale. I mean, she was on that Angela Bassett shit. I could not take it anymore. I pulled her hair, then spanked her. She smiled while assuming the position that makes her soul shiver. My hands glided on her thighs as I returned the favor. Legs were spread like she was in labor, and her orgasm was about to be delivered. Damn, that's some nasty shit. Her effervescent disposition I nurtured while I presented my mother nature within her figure. Now our souls were connected. We explored what seemed like 69 different positions. My dictation ensured she understood that in 69 different explosions. At that moment, she was moaning. Her octaves rose with the morning sun. Face full of talking, I spread her back with my cum, then embraced her while she was sliding back into her ever-flowing juices. Zaddy, she called me while screaming, I can't take it. That was flowing desires. Ladies and gentlemen.
Bro, her octaves rose with the morning sun. That was fire, bro.
Listen, man just got bars for no reason, and think that I could close him over upstage. And me, not me.
You guys are fire. But yo, I gotta run. But let me know the results
for sure.
All right,
for
bro.
sure. Thanks again for making it. You killed it, as I said before. You always do.
Yeah, man.
Thanks
Anytime,
again.
man. Anytime. Love you guys.
All right, man.
Yo, Ray, that was unexpected. To be honest.
What?
About 3. I mean, it was expected, but the last part, the after dark session, we could have. But our image stays protected, and if it is inspected, at the end of the day, we made sure that our content was intended and protected. So at the end of the day, we would have had Theo versus Irijah. Still can't get past that door. And we went on a different level, and we would have had Stone with Cupid versus Irijah versus Shawna. Now I'm gonna have one of our very own Marlo Browne come onto the stage, and I'm gonna have Shawna come back as well. Just to share with us what
Don't forget how it ended.
in front of us, yeah. Because we're close now.
And don't forget how it ended. Pretty
Very
provocative poet
versus
and
Geist.
Geist to end it off with all the fire that went before started. And like coming full circle, impromptu back and forth between the two that started it all most unintentionally. Welcome, Marlo. Welcome back, Shawna. It is great to see you both.
Good night, guys.
Hey.
I hope you didn't yield to peer pressure. And I hope you're here on your own accord, Mr. Browne.
Okay, sir. All right, so let me ask, what sort of poems you want tonight? I wrote one erotic poem.
What?
Because I got pressure to this, but yeah, it's crazy. Crazy.
Don't ask me
Crazy.
what else that we want to hear, because at the end of the day, apparently, due to Irijah and Shawna, and based on her content, apparently it's all my work after dark. So you already know the end.
Okay.
Yeah.
You can't come after dark and come with the late drinks.
Come
okay.
And bring the Hennessy.
Can I go first, guys?
I will hope you go
first.
Women always go first, right? But you see you nasty, you know.
I take great offense this coming from Mr. Suave.
Woo!
That's a good point. I can't rebut her. That's a good point.
I was about to say, says the pot to the kettles that you call it somebody nasty. You see me stop here in my corner? I answer nothing.
Let's hear what you want to say. Talk to the audience.
So this piece is my title piece from my book Melanin Drops, and it's called Melanin Drops. That skin touches his back with a soft touch as her brown eyes look up to his face. She is asking him for sex without saying a word. And he's happy to give her what she wants, a simple nod. As he leans in to give her a kiss, he is kissing her hungrily as he cannot wait to sample her melanin drop, which is the most delicious thing he's ever put in his mouth, and he cannot wait to taste it. He kisses her neck, his tongue leaving a trail of saliva on her melanin until he comes down to her throat, to her beautiful breasts with her nipples standing upright and begging to lick them. He takes one in his mouth and begins to lick and suck. The nipples pucker under his lips as he gives it a gentle nibble. She smells. Her smell lets him know that she is becoming aroused. Her melanin drop ready for this sexcapade. He can smell her arousal. It makes a deep print in his jeans become visible. Let me taste it. A simple nod as he begins to lick her thighs, teasing her with each lick. As she pulls on his hair, begging him to lick her pussy, he takes a slow lick. She moans. He loves teasing her, but his cock is begging for release as a pre-cum is now erupting from his hands boxers. Time for you to get this dick, B. He arches her back. Her melanin body curves as he places the tip into her vagina. Keep that arch. He begins to pound her. Pools of sweat from his forehead hit her back as he continues to pound her. Her wetness builds with each stroke as her pussy clenches on his dick so tightly. God damn. I'm about to come. He slaps her ass and begins to fuck her hard, grabbing her neck and pounding her pussy till she comes her cum, white and sticky like a dewdrop after the rain.
I see where Enrico run. I see where you run, though. I agree with you, nasty.
This is
I love it. I love it a lot.
But you see, Rae, 2016, right? When I really started to do 2015, my first book, Unlock the Door, is all erotic. I think people have forgotten that I started out writing erotic with Robert, which is Passion Poet, Mariposa, and then people, Enrico knows that too. We all start initially in a little group writing erotic, and then we branch off. So that's my love.
Okay, well, erotic is one of my branches, believe it or not. They do not believe so. But Kioma can confirm. See,
you ain't gonna get rid of it. That's you, big man. Branches.
That's not where I started. It is not where I started. You doubt me? Ask Robert. Ask Mariposa.
But
ask Kioma, even though he's giving me all that heat, it is not where he started.
It is very, very true.
But the way that it would have been combinated and transformed and evolved, right? You nasty though. You feel like you get better just because Shawna gets spit out for you and that heat, big man.
You need to understand, sir. I've embraced my nastiness, but that is only
I am so
one
sorry
side
for
of
the
the tree.
person that had a tissue.
That is
I just wanted to tell everybody.
Give me a high five.
Only one side of the tree, sir.
Give me a high five. Thank you.
That's only one side of the tree.
I just want to tell.
Oh, wait, time. Marlo.
Sir.
Do not be intimidated, sir. Let's go. Let's have you.
Okay.
Niceness. We about the biblical content. We about explicit.
Listen.
The brutal.
I didn't do it without cursing. This piece was inspired by a discussion topic that we had on Saturday. And the topic was, if love was a dessert, what would it be and how would you eat it? So here's my piece called Geometry. If love was a dessert, then I would be a sloppy eater. I prioritize making people's hearts palpitate, and even though they profess to be experts, they sweat profusely. Their pudendus pulsate while they lick lips lasciviously. Unable to keep their lust in, one of them told me that she was a lint girl, yet she would take these Hershey's kisses. So I seduced her with Cadbury, but before she could get this whole nut, I ate her fruit, allowing her dairy milk to flow through her vaginal orifice. Still, she was supine, never dried out like a raisin, but she tried to break me into 4 squares, since she was intoxicated by me like if I was rum. Like symmetrical, she wanted me to ram it in, and although I chose to wait, I rose to the occasion, growing bigger like Mario after eating a red and white mushroom. Spurred by cock, she was gay, since she wanted to ride mounts, eager to give me fellatio.
Keep going, sir. Keep going.
Let me start again. Spurred by cock, she was gay, since she wanted to ride mounts, eager to give me fellatio. We modified Kevin's method while we maintained a perpendicular posture. Then there's a knock on the door, and we froze as my girlfriend enters. Before she could ask for an explanation to this ticklish situation, we both said, "This is how we study geometry. Would you like to join us?" End point.
I like that. Sir, welcome.
I can let everybody go. I can let everybody go before I go. Where you can go.
Listen, sir. That was exceptional.
I still hear at the end how the man in listen to Shaggy. Because the man might get caught.
Listen to me. The man was like, no. This is how we study geometry. Come, let me teach you. Listen. Genius.
Listen,
absolute.
In Barbados that won't fly. That woman would have done got a big rock, something, hit you with it.
Listen. He wouldn't have got a chance to talk.
Listen. Everybody talks about.
Listen.
Everybody comes in and saying about how they would do this, right? What about the idea of a threesome? So I asked, would you like to join?
Listen, right? Nah. Everybody first before I speak, because you might get me with that Shawna, but like Enrico Suave? Nah, I just I just always tell women, right? And I promise you, every woman might not agree, but they get agree eventually. That's why the song just speak back to the screen, right? Everyone is a freak, right? And on top of that, everybody can look at you and tell you, yo, Marlo, he look innocent. He look a little shy. But you see that? All right. Watching you, Marlo. I don't want
They forced me to do it.
Listen, I know he was. Listen, what did they initially say before he started? I knew he was gonna pull out peer pressure card. You know, I knew he was gonna pull it. I knew he was going to pull it. No, yes, it does.
They forced me.
Nobody forced me. You're right.
They forced me, man. Look, I didn't do one more piece, but this one isn't erotic. If you guys will allow me. And so we split it into love and Black history, right? So I had to do this as a prompt, and the prompt was growth. So it's a piece called Creative. I came in, highly anticipated like that J. Cole verse on that Griselda feature, a creative preacher whose words make you elicit a guttural response. These double entendres were come heavy. So even on these isolated days, I walked with giants to create Black history. If you want to talk about growth, then consider me the sunlight captured by chlorophyll to provide food so you can germinate your thoughts. Back then, my main mission was to touch the world with a poem. I tried to cultivate feelings of mutual respect so that Black people could stop being a minority. This terrible treatment of our men going to prison needed to stop. So I became a Caribbean author, creating an outlet for a man to express his feelings. Inspired by Winston Farrell, so memories of the busman kept me safe at night. Yet, there were others who weren't that lucky. While I was captivated by Derek Walker's white egrets, they were planning points of egress in order to continue their criminal activity. Woe is me. Still I pushed through, possessing a penchant to be prolific. I broke barriers of communication so that we can have uncomfortable conversations. My words personified the pain that you felt every time we address injustice. Sorry. So, are we still talking about growth? Very well. Teleport me to a time where we can discuss Black inventors without the use of Google. Take me to a place that if a Black male singer is famous, then he isn't shrouded in scandal. Cover me with daily affirmations to protect my eyes from increasing levels of male suicide. Yet we haven't grown. Even though that my angel is now on US currency, currently that doesn't even showcase a quarter of her talent. Give me more. How can you equate a legendary Black woman to something so expendable? I want to be as impactful as Langston Hughes, cherished like Kamal Brathwaite, legendary like David Rudder, Jimmy Cliff, and Jackie Opal, lyrically consistent like Ruby Tef and Sun Ra. Yet, you don't know some of their names. So let me go to a place where I can be recognized internationally. Bring me to a point where I can be as inspirational like Ayanla Van Zandt. But before you do that, give us a time where we can celebrate being alive. Give us more than a month where our voices can be heard through our stories. Create an ingress where we can be included equally, not emasculated, degraded, or marginalized. Set up a system where we don't struggle because of systematic racism. Pay our Black women more than 63 cents out of every dollar so that they can at least have $1 million more dollars than the average white man. Allow them to work less because, as it stands, even if a normal year had 31 months, they still cannot shorten the wage gap. Take me to a place where Black people aren't more susceptible to diseases. Make it a safe space where all women don't get varicose veins or chronic venous ulcers. Reduce food fortification so we can eat more healthily without it being expensive. Then, finally, if you're granted those things, we can be free to show you what it means to be creative. End poem.
Lord have mercy.
That's really, 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 really beautiful. I enjoy that. You should release that.
Thank you.
But
yeah,
honestly, right? I could be very real.
Okay.
You are to me one of the most underrated poets in Barbados.
Hands down.
Thank you.
I've been doing this thing for a few years in terms of writing. I'm not on the level, this is me personally, I'm not on the level that you are on. Right? I think your work, no, I've been very, I speak on one all the time. Because yes, I'm the host, but the day, I keep it. And I think, to be honest, your work needs to be heard more often. I think you need to put yourself more, and I'm going to continue to do my part. And I hope here, as well as Shawna and everyone else continues to do their work in terms of putting you out there. You are like the treasure that people are really and truly you need to be found. I'm glad that this platform, this space, has provided the opportunity for you, not only just as an artist, but as a host, to put yourself out there. That's my honest God belief. Because you, my guy, you're amazing, you know. You are amazing. Everything
That's all right.
amazing. And just basically of reach in terms of all my work, in terms of our own individual talent. I will pay for $10 if I have to get your work. That's being very honest with you.
True.
You are amazing. I would advocate and apologize to do more of your work. Encourage you the same encourage Janine what to speak to StonedwithCupid and write your services as well as the time to get your work out there out the form because it needs to be heard.
True. We got you.
Thank you.
We got you.
Thank you.
Can I do another After Dark piece? And Enrico, stop running, please.
No.
He was running because of the time. We're actually overtime that hour.
Mia took off the curve, but he's still got curve here. Where to push it. So you please display your nastiness. And we done.
I don't need to explain. My piece can explain it for me. This piece is.
You're a boyfriend, but you're nasty. And we will talk about it because myself, I bought things for plan, right? But we can talk about that differently.
I ain't even getting that because as your friend, I don't want to be dangerous on this life. So I can left that comment there, and I can touch on my piece called Love Language, and I can click the little X. This piece is called Love Language.
I listen to you.
Emerging from the wet pages was the soft moans of a poem about sex. Her warm flash slapping his dick, creaming his entire shaft. Jergens need a potion for her lotion as it's so potent and fills the air with the scent of sex. He cups her breast and begins to make love to her so vigorously that she digs her nails in his back as he drives his shaft deeper into her, burying it in his walls until she comes all over him. And he does not let her breathe. He keeps working her until she orgasms. Cause this sex sin is only for big women, and she's a grown woman, and she wants to show him how all of his 9 inches can fit inside her. She knows her pussy is the most delicious food ever created, and that he will be deep inside it. My gosh, she squeals as he puts her in doggy style, breaking her chain of talk. Cause her pussy is so wet and inviting that he does not want to come out. He wants to lay in it forever. Feeling her pussy tight around his cock head makes him moan in pleasure, cause he is fucking her raw because her pussy is too sweet for him not to feel it climaxing on his shaft. My God. He says in a soft voice, this is the tightest pussy I've ever had. She arches her back, allowing him to go deeper. He is slamming hard and she's about to come again. His sheets are now concealed. The pillows full of sweat. The walls stand become the reminder of a good fucking session.
to be interpreted in both ways. You feel I miss that? You feel I miss it?
Wait. Pause. No, as a man that went to UWI, right? You just went to UWI. No, you went to primary school, secondary school. You probably went to BTC at some point. Or standing. Everything is add up. 2 plus 2, right? 2 plus 2, right?
Hold up. Stop.
It's equal to.
Anybody else see that? You said 2 plus 2, but put up 2 plus 3. Anybody else see that, or is just?
I need it to make sense. Why do you have to do that? Tell me. For 2 marks, I don't require much.
Okay. For 2 marks, I can get to you in 4 words. It is after dark.
I like that. You see, that was my co-host. That was my co-host. He's really blank. He's a boy.
And he's met things make sense.
I know La Shawna.
Hi, Enrico.
This may go right, but I don't know if you get stone or some other element tonight. That was matter for you. Because the way it's going, the person I was listening to it, over it, Marlo, yeah, with your Nazi self. I'm watching you differently. Rae?
That's already made me do it.
Rae. All right. You're talking some boys, but I watch you too.
Me? I hope so.
I already made love to my rude boy. I go for the night. To be honest.
Get some water, Enrico. I can help you. I'm going to sign off so that you can have your moment over there and recover from that last piece.
You take my moment and that poem just now. You're so right, Rae.
Dang. It's over.
But I didn't do there, right? Honestly speaking, this is me personally, and Rae, you will speak for yourself. This has been the best 3v3 for me. The entire time that was that's just me.
I would have to concur because this is not just. It wasn't just showcase as 2 artists, which is why it has been in the past, which is great because it isolates those 2 artists. This builds on top of that, and you get 1-on-1 plus 1-on-1 on top of 1-on-1, and it showcases 8 people. The 6 that are actually involved, and the 2 masterminds behind it all. And the +1 that pretend to be innocent but really isn't.
I have no idea who he's talking about.
You wouldn't. The guilty speak first.
No idea.
You host now. It's alright. But I digress. Tonight.
I think I put Rae might not do it, but I can put it because he's the cover.
I'm on the cover for it.
Think about it.
You hear that piece that you're right. If he was undercover before, he just take the lid and do so.
Look, this was Marlo. Look at this.
So we're looking forward to more, sir. We're looking forward to more.
I swear that was the only one.
So far, because I started off with only one as well. I only had a piece called Desire, and my repertoire grew from there. So it only starts with one. You only need one to get the flow going. And honestly, if you go in that direction, then it's up to you. You can write in any direction you want. You are that talented. You're young and gifted, like your name suggests.
That's a hard one.
In closing, tonight was epic. It was epic on so many different levels, from beginning to end. And it started off with Irijah and Theo just like setting the stage for the rest of the night. And honestly, it's like, I think I can speak for everybody when I say, honestly, did not know how you are going to follow that act between her and Theo. And then Shawna and Cupid hit the stage, and it was like, oh, you thought that was fair? Watch this. And then to close it all out, the two that they really know who they were really going up against, because Sean heard a name.
Sean
Like,
know who he was getting up against. Sean know who he was getting up against.
Sean knew.
So it's like, so Sean found out. Sean did some research and he prepared accordingly. But the two of them to end it off the way that it is, like, you can really act.
I think that Marlo, you know, fancy that word. I don't know why. Like, I definitely have to.
Yeah, it's a pretty bad effort.
Yeah, but IG is a mess, and we will talk about that for sure. But yeah, I had a lot of fun. It was a great show. I think everybody came out really, really hard. You can see that the fans really enjoyed it. I had a great time. I get to sit back and watch. I can see the banter. Enrico, we can go like movies doing my check. Westminster about drink no drinks, but you can go like stick to 3. You would. I don't know if you specifically get sponsored by Rude Boy, but I could see a clear difference in how you was on screen tonight than other times, right? Like, there's a clear. I think everybody could see it. Everybody could see it. If we can go and monitor, you was so different in terms of you. It was fun, though. It was fun.
Oh, it was fun.
We can go and get a balance between drinking Enrico and regular Enrico. We can go kind of like it'll tip a little bit over the 50% mark, but we can't go to drinking Enrico completely though.
Oh.
I mean, it's fun, but I want you get some rest tonight, wake up, and I'll watch you later tomorrow. And if you don't feel that he's off your drink, I support you 100%. But other than that, I feel like you ain't doing that bad, but you can see a difference.
He was so sporty for the whole night.
Listen, you didn't quite it, man. I got something to say, you know, but I can see that if you continued along that line, we would have get it.
Move on disclaimer, right?
Oh my gosh!
I have finished right.
Pause for a second. Pause. I want to show you something, right? That's how I know you was drinking, right? You was like, I want to show what I'm saying. You pause and look at the bottle. You know what I'm saying?
For confirmation.